minds get deep. Going deep. Chad and JT.
What's up, Stokers? Before we begin this podcast, I want to let you know that we got new tour dates coming out at chadandjt.com. We're going to be in Hawaii, Nashville, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, all these good spots. Check out the ticket links at chadandjt.com to see if we're coming to a city near you. We're also brought to you by the legends at Athletic Greens. What up, guys? Athletic Greens is my favorite all-in-one Nutrish shake. So if you want to get all your vitamins, minerals, and good stuff in the morning, check out Athletic Greens. You're going to love them. Just one scoop and you're good to go. Health is in check. Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Visit athleticgreens.com/go-deep for a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and free travel packs, 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. That's athleticgreens.com/go-deep. We're also brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean, because 4th of July is coming. And oh, say, can you see beautiful balls? It's around the 4th of July, and you're not going bald like an eagle. That's not very patriotic of you. Luckily, our friends over at Manscaped want to make sure that your stars and stripes are spangling on America's favorite day. Make sure your dink is ready for the holidays, because if you're going to unveil your dong on America's birthday and you're not well trimmed, you messed up, bro. Join over 4 million pube patriots worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with our code GODEEP at manscaped.com. This right here is the American dream. All right, let's start the show. Throw on Jimmy World and watch Aaron Cream. Oh, wait, I wrote it differently. Throw on Jimmy World and look out for Aaron's load. What's up, Stokers?
Just in case you were confused.
Yeah, just in case. There's 2 types of words, cream and load. But you know that both are going to be prevalent in today's episode. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
And we are here with the, damn it, I didn't think of anything. We are here with the lick of the gooch.
Ooh.
Strider Wilson.
Believe me, I much like a Londoner, I mind the gap. And you better believe that gooch gets blah, blah, blah.
And we're here with the patriarch of the party, Chris Parr. What up?
What up?
And
Dude, that might be my favorite
Patriarch of the party?
Yeah, title you've ever given Chris, and you've given him many good ones, because Chris is a legend, dude. And he's been a shroom Sherpa for me.
Right.
And I got to tell you, 5-star review. If you're ever thinking about doing shrooms and you can get Chris there, do it.
Hell yeah.
Pleasure was all mine.
Thank you. Chris was the best. Literally, we were all laughing because we were like bullying one of our friends because he wasn't drinking. We're like, oh, you want water? We're like, let's waterboard him. And then Reggie, one of our buddies, is like, we're torturing our friend. And I just started like really laughing so hard. And I look over at Chris and he just goes, dude, it was amazing. That's a visual gag. I'm sorry for listeners. But if I could make an audio term, it would be like, didn't I tell you?
Well, we got a big pod today.
Yeah, we're doing a draft, and we're drafting our favorite movie villains of all time.
It's a tough one.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm so stoked for this because every list is going to rip so hard.
Right.
I'm really stoked for the honorable mentions in this one.
Yes.
Like, there are so many good ones. It's going to be so fucking sick. Every list is going to rip, especially mine. Let's fucking go.
And what are you drinking?
Bro, this is a fucking Blue Claw, dude. This
Blue
is
Claw?
a higher ABV Claw, so I have a problem. No, it's just a little more bang for your buck. Chris and I were talking about it. Not as much sugar. You just get a little quick buzz, you know.
Ooh, it's like a Bud Light Platinum.
Correct.
Whoa.
So this is a Bud Light Platinum.
You know, that's fitting for this episode because that's the villain of Fruit Smash.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. They didn't re-sign you guys, so fuck you, Fruit Smash.
Whoa.
Hey, I said it, not you guys. But you can edit that. I guess that's your choice. Sorry, balls in your court, boys.
We're live.
Oh, all right. Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're Instagram live in the intro.
Yeah.
All right, should we
I still drink fruit.
Might have
smash.
holstered it. Might have holstered it had I known.
I think they'll like that. People like it when you're a little bit rude
Spicy.
to them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially these
I mean,
brands.
they're dank. They're dank. Yeah.
I've actually found when you're like,
But, you know, fuck
we've
you.
been like, we did a pokey review and we weren't like full. What was our pokey system again for rating?
Oh, puka shells.
Yeah, we didn't give them all the puka shells and they reached out.
Hilarious.
It made them
Yeah.
like us more.
Yeah.
It's integrity. You have honesty. You're not just yes men.
Right.
Yeah, people like that. So Fruit Smash, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Now-
he doubles down. He's just got my back.
Now they'll pay us double next year.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do this stuff. All right. Odds or evens, boys. We know how this goes.
I know how the game goes now.
Oh, you do?
It took me like 10 goes rounds.
Couldn't tell.
That's not that many. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Fourth pick, Chris.
That's not bad for this draft, bro. I like that.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh, Strider, you might get the
Gosh,
first pick.
dang
Dude,
it.
I don't want the first
You know,
pick
I'm
this
so
time,
grateful
dude.
to have one of the
Oh,
top
so now we
two
go rock,
picks.
paper, scissors. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, yeah, okay, you know what? I'll be fine.
It's just one, right? I've never been this far.
Yeah,
Usually
it's just
always-
one. It's
okay,
just
here
one.
we go.
I've had number 1 like 2 straight, so this will be.
I hope you get it. Is
It's-
it rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yeah,
Do you want to call it?
yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, number 1 pick, Strider.
Wow. This is destined. Boys, let me pull up my list just so you know I'm not checking Instagram if I'm looking at my phone for anyone watching. Even though I'm addicted, I'm just checking my list. Fucking the Santa of this draft. Here we go. Give the boys time to check their list. I sent myself an email with villains on here. Wow, this is hard. I have a crowd pleaser, but I'm going to go with something. You know, I'm a period piece guy. I like a period piece. This performance is an all-time performance when it comes to me for a villain. Typically, I like someone's point of view or excuse me, that their point of view is built in, but the means by which they execute that is villainous and therefore evil. This guy is pure evil, and he's so good at his fucking job. It's terrifying. He's so cultured. So for some reason, you love him, and it makes you hate part of yourself while viewing it. He really makes this film. Inglorious Bastards. I have to go with Hans Landa,
Oh, dude, good
Christoph
pick.
Waltz.
Good
Nice.
pick.
Nice one.
He speaks so many languages. The performance is so built in. And I'm a period piece guy. I'm a World War II guy.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard. The first pick in this is tough, but Hans Landa, aka the Jew Hunter, pretty evil title. Really, the Nazis. I mean, can we think of a more evil group of people? And he's the most efficient one of them. Yeah.
Dude, and also, I mean, that first scene in Inglourious Bastards, I remember seeing that when he first does his switch, you know, he's all polite and stuff, and then he does he's such a psycho because he does that switch where all of a sudden you see the evil and you're like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You know, part of what I think makes it so effective too is that was most people's first introduction to Christoph Waltz. So we didn't know him as anybody else. Like we never
Yeah.
seen him as like a loving father or as like, you know, a bedraggled office worker. Like that was it. And so you're like, he could completely be that character in your mind without any sort of other performances muddling it.
So true. Yeah, you truly don't think, and the way he speaks so many languages, the performance of the character and the character the way it's written, just it's unbelievable. It's all heightening. It all heightens
Yeah.
from page to performance.
And we don't know anything else about that guy. Like we don't know, he has no other interests other than what he's doing in that movie, which is
He-
kind of a good villain quality.
Yeah, he's an evil force.
He's single-minded.
Yes,
But he
Like, we
also
don't-
plays it with like he's like kind of goofy and
He's a
like
dandy.
lighthearted. Yeah, dandy. That's a good
like
way
the
to describe
crema, just the little details when he's like, no. And he always feels one step ahead of the good guy, which is very important for a villain.
Right.
He's competent,
Yeah.
too competent.
it. Yeah.
He's your
So-
point guard of evil.
Yes, that's very true.
He's setting the table.
He's a very clear-cut sociopath.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
just like he has like that full charisma where it's very magnetic, but then there's this like just this I forget the word, but pure evil.
Yeah.
That was another word I was thinking of.
Sadistic.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely sadistic.
I lost the words. Hans, he did again, dude.
Yeah, he's one step ahead. You could also fill out the rest of your squad with like henchmen, and he'd be able to command them effectively.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, like if
Like if you
this
put
was
a big-
actually the leader of
Yeah, if you
all the
put a
villains.
big burly like monster horror movie guy later, Hans will put that guy into action and make sure he's killing.
That's a
all the
cool way
right
to think of a
people. I mean,
list.
he's only gonna be wanting to kill one kind of people, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But if he's like, look, if this is the people we need to take out to get to the greater plan.
that guy would have been he would have done it for any ideology. I feel like.
Yes, yes. So terrifying guy, bad guy, rooted in actual evil and portrayed by Tarantino in a somewhat yeah, I don't know.
Here's a question: when he's getting the strudel with the girl, I forget her name, Emmanuel, Shoshana. Do you think he knows who she is?
As a viewer, I do think that he does,
Yeah.
but I don't think his character does. But like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like,
What do you mean by that?
I mean that's a double
Yeah,
negative. You're right.
Yeah.
I just denied
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I guess the real answer is no. I don't think he does.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
you feel
Yeah.
like he does.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
All right, I got the number.
Because he's a step ahead. You know,
yeah.
because he's so smart and competent. Like he probably does, but he actually does.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
Oh,
Oh,
did you
creamed already?
crema? You
Damn.
cremaed.
Well, I hope you have a quick refractory period because I'm about to make you come twice.
Let's go.
My number 2 pick, I think a lot of the people listening are they're gonna think that I should have picked someone else, and I think he's gonna go next. But I'm going with, I wanted a pure elemental villain. I think the key to a really, really great villain is that they feel unstoppable. Like when you're watching, you're like, nothing is going to get in this character's way. They're going to accomplish their evil task, and there's nothing that can stop them. And to me, this character embodies that more than any character in villain history. I'm going with Anton Chigurh from No
Ooh.
Country for Old Men, played brilliantly by Javier Bardem. I've talked about it before. They gave him the name Anton Chigurh because it has no etymology or origin like with any culture or nation. It's just a name that exists. He's always existed. He's pure evil. He's the manifestation of that. He feels like he's destiny. And you believe it too. You're like, yeah, nothing will stop this guy. And like when he's coming after people with his weird weapons,
His
the-
cattle killer thing.
is
Earth,
Yeah.
and the haircut and the weird look and the way he's so disassociated from what he's doing, just terrifying. So I'm going to give it to Anton Chigurh as my number 2 pick. I think for my money.
I got to tell you, it was right there. That was the second name I wrote down.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and the scene with the coin with the old man.
Yeah.
Like, why is he doing that to this old man?
Yeah.
You got to do Javier Bardem. Do Anton Chigurh because you're pretty good at
You
that.
know, for doing the scene with the old man is a very good character, and it was funny because Josh Brolin was on set that day, and it was very tense on set. And, he was nervous to be performing for the Coen Brothers, but Josh Brolin immediately cut the tension by coming in and pantsing. He pantsed the old man, exposing his penis to the entire crew. Women were there, everyone was there, and it was just so funny to pants typically you can pants someone 25 to 30 years old, or maybe it's funny, but to pants someone 60 plus, very demeaning, very funny, very hilarious.
Did that inform your performance?
Absolutely. And on camera and off, I went around after that and I pantsed the locations director, who is a 51-year-old woman. And that did not work out well for me. Then I actually had to talk with my agent, had to get involved. And it was actually, I don't think pantsing works across genders. That's what I learned from Josh Brolin now. Yeah.
And then you said Josh Brolin, actually during that particular scene, he was off camera
Yeah.
pranking you.
Absolutely. He was pranking me. He would doing the lifting up, and he liked to tennis perennium, and he was showing me his grundle. I learned this word. There's no Spanish translation for a grundle from Beowulf, the English novel. And he said, look at my grundle, and la 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 la, doing with his tongue like that during the scene, but not with audio, just silent, like, which was menacing. And the fact that he tapped into that menacing and the type of dreams and nightmares I was having at that time, really, it was funny to me and manifesting in real life.
And you can do Anton Chigurh pretty good too, right?
Absolutely, I can do Anton Chigurh very well. If you would like for me to do Anton Chigurh, I can do this for you.
How did you feel being the number 2 pick in the draft?
And I felt like this is perfect to be number 2 because it was a coin toss between number 1 and 2. A very strong pick. And I think you should take the coin that you tossed and keep it forever.
Chad, you're up. Number 3.
I think my pick is probably pretty obvious. It's sort of the villain of movies of the day, of the age, that, you know, has been portrayed by many great actors, and you all know him, the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, my favorite is the Heath Ledger version. I just think you got to pick. He's got to be on someone's list, and I think he's great. I think the Heath Ledger one is my favorite, followed closely by Jared Leto.
Yeah. But like not Jared Leto's Joker, Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared
The
Leto.
actor.
Jared Leto coming out of his silent retreat, being like, "What's COVID?"
Yeah, there's a fearlessness to his character where you're like, well, you can't do anything to this guy. He
Yeah.
enjoys it all. Like if you beat the shit out of him, he loves it.
Yeah,
And so how do you stop a guy? And you don't worry he's going to beat up Batman. Like,
Yeah.
you know, in a fist fight, Batman will kick his ass, but you're still terrified of him because he'll just do anything.
and it's all part of his plan. He's planned everything way ahead. So anything you do, he's even further. Like, I'd argue even further ahead than like Hans. He's like 10 steps ahead, where he just like he sees everything from like he plans a month out. So yeah.
So many iconic lines. Like every line that he has in that is quoted so much.
Why So Serious was like, I responded to every text with Why So Serious for
Yeah.
like a year after that movie came out.
I'm gonna make it disappear.
Yeah.
I have 2 dings against that character
Let's go.
because I was thinking about it a lot in this top 4. One, I think the acting throughout The Dark Knight on repeat viewings is actually kind of hammy. Like they played a little big. And then I think some of the dialogue they gave him was actually not his fault. His performance is perfect. But there's a couple lines that stick out to me where I'm like, that's not that scary. Like he has one line where he says, what if I cut you up and feed you to your pooches?
Mm.
And I'm like, would the most evil man in the world say pooches? And I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
That's true. Just playing devil's advocate, it could be The Medium. This is comic book movie. And then
100%.
So
yeah.
you get a little bit of that. But also I think the character itself is one of the most iconic villains through the Batman series or any comic, if we're thinking comic book villains in its own.
Yeah.
Joker's got to be number 1, but that is true. Also, for a villain, pure evil for me is tough, but I don't want to get too into this because we can dissect it after. I don't want to do anyone's list, but like he likes to watch the world burn. You know what I mean?
That's
so
good. That's good.
Yeah.
and he literally sets the money on fire. They're like, he takes all the money. Why does he do it? He just set, and then you have Michael Caine's great line of "Some men master wine just like to watch the world burn."
And
Yeah.
he toys with his backstory too, where he just
I
he
do
has
love
different
that. How he
explanations. Where
tells different stories about it.
yeah,
It's so good.
and so you're like, no, you're like, how did you get the scars? I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's an agent of chaos.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the schemers.
Yeah.
Yeah, schemer, dude.
Yeah. Which is true. We all hate schemers.
And
We do.
His body language too is just so like loose. When he kills someone, he'll just be so loose, and then he'll just shoot someone, and it's very
Yeah.
like
And he's
it's
willing
very
to die.
eerie.
Yeah, his
oh,
physicality coming at him,
is
he's like,
incredible.
He's like, come on, hit me.
Amazing
I
physicality.
want you to come on. I want
Better
you to
than
do it. I want you
Joaquin-
to do it. I want you to do it.
Chad just got possessed, dude.
You don't.
Joaquin Phoenix's physicality is a little too much for me.
It's not as fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's very intense and demanding, but I don't know if it's as exciting as Heath Ledger's.
And The Dark Knight's just a more fun movie.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
he's really good in Joker, but it's just not as it's hard to beat all the cool shit that happens in The Dark Knight.
So true.
They got freaking rocket launchers and shit. You know,
Yeah.
That
That's
bank
cool.
heist scene.
the
bro.
bank heist kickoff where he's like,
makes you
and he murks his
stranger.
own dudes
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We all appreciate ziplining, and as soon as we saw a dude ziplining,
Yeah.
for like the
It's
first
the
or
first
second
scene.
frame, you're like, "Let's fucking go, dude!" Like, come on.
I was thinking too with the Joaquin Phoenix one, you know, when he gets in the fridge. What if that was a totally different scene where they're like, he has all this dialogue and stuff, and he just gets in the fridge and they're just like
No, bro,
looking at each other
dude,
behind the
Yeah.
camera. Like,
But
he
then you see
improvised
the
that.
director is
Like,
just
this is
crying.
Joaquin.
It's just
Yeah.
hard.
I didn't understand that scene. I still don't. But I had a friend who was like, dude, he was, you know, everyone was so fired up on the Joker's like, dude, the scene where he gets in the fridge, that hit me so hard. And I was just like, I didn't ask any follow-ups, but I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
He wants to be like an opened jar of pickles or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's what he wants to be.
I guess it's like you want to hide from the world or something like that. But it was like,
I just thought it was hot in his apartment.
yeah, New York in the summer, dude. It's broiling.
True.
Chris, 2 picks, dude.
Ooh.
Whoa, dude.
And I think a lot of the biggies are gone. I think
Dude, no,
Yeah,
this
but
is
also
deep,
some
dude. This is
huge
deep,
ones
bro.
are
Yeah,
left.
this is deep, dude.
It's really nice picking 2 in a row. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
this is a good
I'm gonna
slot.
just go bang bang. Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader.
Oh,
motherfucker, dude.
dude, I've been crushing some Darth Vader fan
Chalk,
fiction.
dude.
Bro,
If
he's
you want-
just
if
gonna
you-
get another dub, dude.
that might be a
Oh,
dub, dude.
Damn it.
Hannibal Lecter, very iconic. Serial killer, which is nice. Obviously, like really, really smart. Like one of the smartest dudes ever.
Yes.
Loves to just fuck with because he's even scary when he's stuck. You know he's in a cage and he can't get out, and he still
Yes.
is so scary. A lot of iconic line readings. Yeah, Counting fava beans. That like, excuse me, just so good. And then he escapes and he fucking eats people, which is like,
yeah.
that's
I
pretty-
forget about that.
Yeah, well, because it's like you don't even actually really get to see him do it. He just talks about it, and it's scary.
And another guy who's cultured. I like
Yeah.
cultured villains.
He's like, he like reads a lot.
yeah.
But he's like, but they also like, he can't have too many books.
Mm.
He also like in one of them, you know, he's like, I want to see the case files. I'm like, we can't give you those. Like,
Yeah.
but that'll be too much. We
Yeah.
can't have you
I'm
looking
sorry, dude.
at it. Can't have you reading reports.
You're gonna
and looking at
migs us if you do
pictures.
that.
Yeah.
Dude. That's the guy who jacks off and throws
And
his
then,
jizz.
yeah, and then he wears a dude's face.
Yeah.
And famously, only what, like 12 minutes of screen time
I
or
think
something?
16
16 minutes of screen
that's
time in the
it?
whole movie. Yeah.
Wow.
for an Oscar, famously.
Best actor.
For
Yes.
best actor.
Wow.
Least
He
amount of
is,
time.
and it's totally deserved.
yeah.
Oh, bro, it's unreal. Him and Jim Carrey's performance in Ace Ventura, both based on birds.
Ah.
Based on birds.
Birds. They said they were both
Which
channeling
birds?
birds.
Did they
I
get
should
specific?
rewatch it, but they both. But if you watch their physicality, I mean, look at Ace walking down the street. And
I'm dipping my toe in acting. I have no idea how you do that. Like, I
well,
have
everyone's
no idea.
approach is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if you were like if I had to be an eagle, and then I'm just like, I guess that kind of works. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do some of our real dialogue. Like, never.
Never.
When Dad started his company, Ellis wouldn't lend him a cent. Does that work?
Yeah.
I
No.
would say, look, here's.
I don't know if
you
I would-
get the
I don't know.
beautiful note of take it back a little
Yeah.
bit.
And I don't know if I'd look at that and be like, that's a bird. But also, you are playing a person. So that's.
Also, just so good feedback for you guys. I saw. Actually, no, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Are you guys NDA?
No.
I saw Rob Lowe at Valet, and I said, "Hey, I'm boys with Chad and JT," and he goes, "They are so good."
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
sweet.
No, that's
Wow.
thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that.
Dude,
dude.
yeah, thank
He
you.
said he was very happy, and then I was like, and then he's like, "Cool," and then I closed his door.
I already have a question ready for him next time I see him on set. I'm going to ask him what it was like to work with Curtis Hanson in the late 80s because he's a director I like, and I don't think anyone's thrown him that cue yet.
Oh, dude, nice.
Nice.
So
Fuck
I,
yeah.
I
They work
was,
together.
Fuck yeah.
they did a movie called like Bad Influence with like James Spader before Hanson went on his like murderous streak of just like 5 bangers.
I was gonna butter him up with saying I listened to his podcast, but I think he beat me.
No, that's good.
No,
Let's
dude.
hit him from both
the,
fronts.
the Michael Douglas episode in particular.
My dank ass
Hey,
fiance.
that's
As he
great.
finishes it, he's like, "That's why you podcast." And I was, like, I was driving. I was
Dude,
like,
we need to finish this episode with that, dude.
"Yeah, yeah."
That might be my phrase of
Yeah,
the
let's
week,
get
dude.
there.
That's why you podcast. Just look at the camera.
Chris,
And then Aaron's in the back. Sorry, Aaron.
Wait, but more
You
Hannibal.
can edit
wait-
that out.
Darth
Yeah.
Vader was second.
Okay, let's hear about Vader.
I mean, like, it's nice to have like several movies. I'm just going off the original show since that's when he's Vader. Obviously, he's very fucking scary. Although he does have a sick scene in Rogue One where he just murks people. which is
Amazing
pretty cool.
Yes. I love it.
Very
And
sick
yeah.
lighting.
I mean, another one very iconic. James Earl Jones voice. The outfit's amazing. A lot of cool lines. You know, just I mean, everyone knows Vader. He's the man. And it's it's nice to have like the really smart master manipulator. Now you got one of the bad guy, one of the most famous ones in a huge tentpole movie franchise. So yeah, I just feel like my list is good so far.
Also does a good villain thing where he kills his own dudes. He'll kill his own
Yeah.
guy. Like when he like one
The neck pinch.
Yes. the
that
neck-
scene is amazing.
Even
So
his
good.
even his first one, he's like questioning a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't even answer. He doesn't give him a chance
Yeah.
because he just crushes his neck,
Dude.
and then he just moves on. He's like, "Fucking fine."
And he's such a good villain that literally love, and this is so good, is his only downfall is like Luke wouldn't have defeated Vader. And Luke was getting fucked by the Emperor, and Vader was such a like he's so. I mean, dude, he might be the most. He's probably the most interesting character. I mean, Han Solo's a space cowboy. That's rad, but he's the most interesting character.
He
in
comes
that.
around at the
Yeah.
end, and the way he kills
His
the
arc.
Emperor when he lifts him up, right, goes overhead with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just tosses him down.
I mean, his as a villain, and he has a whole fucking arc like that. So fucking could be a #1 pick, and the fact that you got it at 2,
Yeah, your
great
list
value,
is pretty
bro.
unstoppable.
Great
right?
value, dude.
Dude, I mean, and I don't know if it was because I was into Star Wars as a kid, but I'm so like enthralled by his story. They're just the whole like him being like this good guy, and then he just gets burnt alive, and he's just this fucked up thing, and
Yep.
having that flow being burnt off is
Yeah.
so tragic. And he has to
True.
wear a helmet.
But dude,
Yeah, when you see what he looks like,
Yeah,
you're like,
Oh, at the
Jesus
end.
Christ.
Yeah.
This guy's
he looks like a
fucked up.
shrimp cocktail, dude.
dude. I mean, I
Yeah.
like, dude, he does. And
Yeah.
I listen to so much. Every time I watch like a new, because I watched Kenobi, I watch so much Star Wars fan fiction on YouTube afterwards of like, here's what Darth Vader is thinking while he's burning on Mustafar. Here's what his daily life is like, which is funny to think about. He's on the Death Star. He's like, "Where's my coffee?"
That is amazing.
Watching him try to drink coffee.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck, dude."
That's true.
Yeah.
You can't watch,
Obi-Wan.
You can't watch Vader do basic stuff because
Yeah.
it would like take away all the mystique. Like he's like,
Right.
all right, I got to hit the bathroom. And you see him in the stall just bumping into things and like
Right.
sitting down.
Or if he's like spaced out and he's like, sorry, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Well, dude,
I'm exhausted.
yeah, dude, I watched this one where they like break down his suit, and they're like, yes, there are even various catheters for his functions, and you know, like so he's shitting and pissing.
Yeah, so you're just sitting next to him and you're just go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember of when he got burned. Did he still have like a butthole and stuff? Did that whole part of his body get burned?
yeah, but I'm sure
It's
that
one of
got
those things that
burnt.
they didn't get into in the
Yeah.
movie because the movie is dumb.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. Can
Add an
Vader
extra
just-
20 minutes just talking about where it's a doctor going, he lost his dick, he lost his balls, he
Yeah.
can still shit. Just
That's
go
like the MacGruber version. Yeah.
That is so true. Yeah,
His
exactly.
dick and asshole were burned off.
Dude,
And you just hear him be like, ah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I can't jizz. That's why I'm mad.
You know, when he first gets in the suit, he's like, "Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she all right?" I would be like, I would be like, he's like, "Lord Vader, can you hear me?" I'd be like, "Does my dick still work?"
Dude, honestly, I wish the Olympics were out, dude, because Vader could just get some of those fucking fast ass legs and cruise
Oh,
around
yeah,
and be an
dude.
athlete.
Yeah. Really good real life villain, Pistorius,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the South African
I'm
Blade
thinking,
Runner.
yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's
Not
complicated.
a good dude.
Chad, you're up.
Fuck, man, I'm nervous because this is so tough.
I think there's a couple biggies still
Here,
on
have
the board.
fun with it, baby.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
Yeah.
having
There's so
fun.
many good options. You can't go wrong.
I'm having
This
fun.
isn't about fun, bro.
That's so true. Also, political move. Chris did tell me before we record it, he likes the Hayden Christensen Anderson version of Darth Vader. I'm just saying.
Big time. Big time.
That's a
Okay.
lie. I'm a liar.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck this guy. Like, it's fine.
All right, I'm gonna go with someone who captures me to this day. A movie that's so rewatchable, maybe the most rewatchable movie. I'm gonna go with Commodus, Gladiator.
Great
Nice.
pick.
What a performance.
Joaquin Phoenix. He's and it's based off a real, Mark Anthony's, whatever the fuck.
Marcus Aurelius.
Mark, yeah, dude, what the fuck? Marcus Aurelius' son was this piece of shit.
Oh,
Commodus,
interesting.
and based off a real guy. And I think it was a good intro to Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, Russell Crowe is amazing, but I think a lot of people left that movie just being like, "Wow, Joaquin Phoenix, that was." Do you see that mascara? Like, fuck, dude. His eyes were. But I mean, he's such an evil guy, such a good villain, such a good movie. I think it's great.
I love it too because like it's our first villain that's like sniveling and
Yeah,
petulant
yes.
and extraordinarily hateable.
Yeah.
Like most of the other villains we've picked are charismatic and really good at being evil.
Yeah,
And he's the first one where he's like a baby in
Yeah.
3/4 of his scenes.
Yeah.
Like when he's complaining about Maximus's popularity and he's like, everyone loves him, and then if I kill him, I'm the bad guy. And
Yeah.
you're just like, dude, this fucking bitch, dude.
Yeah.
Shut up. But it's good because it serves as a better foil to Maximus, and you hate him more and it feels real.
right.
He kills his dad, wants to fuck his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird family things.
That's,
And then when he
Yikes.
finds out that they were conspiring against him, that's one of the the creepiest scenes. Where he's like, and then the little bee kept
Oh,
buzzing
yeah.
and buzzing, and then the snake ate him. And you're like, oh fuck, dude, he knows.
Right, he's telling the story to the little kid.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
mom's just like, what are you?
Yeah. And just get buzzing and buzzing. Yeah, he's very creepy. And dude, when Maximus stabs him in the neck,
It just overpowers him. Just
Yeah.
takes his little bitch ass and just plunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about it too, it's just like he's petulant and he's a whiny as a baby, but he has so much power that you're just like, you still feel helpless. You're like, I'm at the mercy of this fucking weasel.
When he's in front
a
of the
weasel.
Senate and he's just spinning his sword.
Yeah.
Like he's like too good for the whole thing.
And he
Oh.
quiets it down, just
Dude, that's interesting about Marcus Aurelius. I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
like the Stoic philosopher's son was kind of a punk.
yeah.
There's something to that. Everyone who's ever written a book on
Yeah.
like life philosophy that's been about like strength and fortitude and values,
Yeah.
they must put all their energy into the book because their kids always end up being like
he
whack
didn't
and-
care at all about the succession. Marcus Aurelius, like he was just kind of like he like was so over the whole thing that he didn't put any time or effort into like making sure that things were good after him. Like
Yeah.
he just kind of like let the pieces fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And you know, Joe Rogan, Ryan Holiday had that same discussion, and I think Ryan Holiday had the same argument. He's like, he's just so into his own work, he's just a terrible dad.
All right. I think I'll get, there's a guy I want to pick, but I think I'll get him on the other side. So I'm going with, look, he's not as scary as the guys we've mentioned, but he's a lot of fun. I'm going Hans Gruber,
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, I almost think Irons is just as good as a bad guy in number 3.
So
But-
you just burnt and picked. Very political move.
I
but-
say this on every, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
No,
guys.
it's okay.
nobody's-
I don't
you're
think
not-
any
No
of
one's
us
going to go Die
Yeah,
Hard
you're
after
not
I
going-
went
Okay, but I
Die
just
Hard.
want
You're
that
not
noted
going
from the
Simon
judge. I'd like that
Gruber,
noted
dude.
from the judge. I'd like that noted.
All right, Hans Gruber, maybe the most fun bad guy of all time. My favorite scene with him is when he's making his demands to the police as to what they have to do to get the hostages released, and he's listing off all these foreign terrorist groups, and then he names one, and he puts the things out. What is it? He goes Asian Dawn, and then his one of his henchmen looks at him like this, and he puts it down. He goes, "I read about him in Time magazine." And you're like,
So good.
dude, this guy's having a ball even in the middle of like a huge heist. And yeah, I just love his energy. He's funny. He's vicious. He's well dressed. He's Eurotrash. That's what they were going for. What were you gonna say, Strides?
No, I was gonna say the fact that he's having fun with it is so great.
He's a delight.
He delighting in the evil of this is so good.
And yeah, I just it was an all-time performance from an all-time actor. And yeah, I'm going with Groobs.
Nice.
Alan Rickman, for those that you don't know, the young Stokers out there. So good. What a great fucking pick.
And the movie's amazing.
If you didn't
He's
take
a big
it,
part of it.
I was taking.
You know, you were gonna take it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you were gonna do it next?
yeah.
What were you doing now?
He's got such a good death scene.
Yeah,
Such a good death.
so
scene.
much slow.
The Fall.
All right, that
Rolex.
puts me on the ropes. Now, look, we've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. This is good. We've got a lot of great stuff going. I have in front of me for my number 2. It's from the same actor, which is, you should know that to the judges, I just fucked up a little bit by doing that. That should be noted.
I like you noting stuff.
But I'm going to go with Joe Doe from 7. It's Kevin
Oh,
Spacey.
Nice.
John. Doe.
John Doe?
Yeah, John Doe. Fucking, I'm an idiot.
Joe Doe.
I've had a fucking higher than ABV volume claw.
Joe Doe's a great character's
Yeah,
name.
Joe
though.
Doe is pretty good.
Joe Doe.
It sounds like a dildo name or something.
Yeah.
who's the serial killer? Joe
But-
Doe.
Look,
Yeah, you're like, really?
he invokes.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath. He's a menace. He's also a villain in real life.
Oh,
Yeah, psycho. So that should be noted. But
Wow.
he goes on the 7 deadly sins. Yeah, I don't know if you should jabwow that, but
no, I
he's
mean,
a bad guy.
I'm like, yes. Sting.
That is,
God,
you
yeah.
jabwowed me recognizing that.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
I support.
No, I threw you under the bus, and you didn't mean it like that. So I take it back. It's not-
But a terrifying guy. You don't know who he is. He's great. Yeah, I mean, gets a little bit of screen time. Honestly, when I say it, I'm falling out of love with it. But he's a terrifying guy. growing up Catholic, I mean, a lot of people did that. Like, it really scared me. The 7 deadly sins. Whoa.
Terrifying.
So scary. So heinous. Each crime was so
They're so
heinous.
gross.
The body that's like tied down to the bed.
Yeah.
Was that the gluttonous dude?
Yeah, the gluttony.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one sticks
And
with
they-
me.
I don't know, man.
The sloth. Is that? I think
I
it's
watched
sloth.
Yeah,
Sloth.
the
sloth.
lust one where it's just
Oh,
like
the
an
lust is
interview with the guy who's
disgusting.
like the guy who's got something. And he's like, he made me do things. And he's
Oh,
like
right.
crying. He's like, can you get this thing off me? And you don't even know what's strapped to, presumably his dick.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's a razor dildo, right?
It's
Yeah.
a razor dildo.
Yeah.
And he
it's
has
a
her
razor
use it on the-
dildo.
That's the Jodo right there.
That's the dildo.
Yeah,
And so,
it's so fucked
it's-
up.
it's-
He has
Some
his
of-
calling card, Jodo.
so as a villain, he tackles the 7 deadly sins, which are like the worst things you can do in humanity. Then he has fun with them. And then what I like about a villain is someone with a code. So he's trying to teach the people, his audience as a psychopath, what is correct. But of course, he does it through a horrendous means, a heightened Machiavellian means. So it's fucking disgusting and heinous. But what makes him a dynamic villain is you're like, well, he's kind of right. You're like, that's kind of right, but you're a fucking maniac. So that's where, for me, this
and he holds himself
John
accountable.
Doe. Yeah, he holds himself accountable, and then a great twist, Dutch screenwriting, but a good twist at the end, which I won't give away in case anyone hasn't seen it.
But what's so great about him too is he's a step ahead. And like the scene, I'll just give it when Morgan Freeman says, it kind of helps cement him as a villain too. When Morgan Freeman's like, we're not in control. Like John Doe is in control. You're like, your whole body is like, oh fuck,
Yes.
man. Like the evil forces will always be ahead of the forces trying to fight the evil. They're just, they just got an extra step on us.
And that's real world, isn't it? And also like having older siblings. I remember my brothers being like, "You can't watch 7, bro." bro, you like, dude, we'll let you watch Pulp Fiction minus one scene, but dude, like, you can't watch 7.
Older, they're so arbitrary with that
Yeah.
stuff too. Our de facto older brothers, Ian and Anthony. I remember they said I couldn't watch Get Shorty because Ian was like, they say fuck more in that movie than any other movie. We had watched Pulp Fiction like 2 days earlier. It was just an arbitrary.
Yeah, what?
He just didn't want me to
It's
watch
just a power move.
It's just straight power.
Yeah.
He's the villain.
He is a villain. That's fucking whack.
And he put Gwyneth's head in the box. Spoiler alert.
Well, that was a spoiler I was avoiding. But you know what? I love you.
No, we
Yeah,
needed
it's-
to get it out. The
yeah,
movie came out.
it's like-
30
it's
years
Oh,
like-
that's
ago.
so true.
It's
but
been
these
so
young
long.
stars haven't seen these
You
movies.
see someone in a comment
Dude,
be like,
don't
bro,
underestimate him.
how the
That's
fuck could
true.
you spoil that for me?
Yeah.
Um,
You know what? I was being too sensitive. Dude, I'm fucking sorry.
Well, I mean, I think the most villainous thing is he ruined Brad's life, which you ruined Brad Pitt's
Don't
life.
ever ruin Brad's life.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you
I
imagine
get
reading a
back to back,
script and you're
don't I?
like,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was
you're
about
reading
to
a script and
jump.
you're like,
I'm
wait,
so excited. I'm
No,
fucking.
dude, I'm fired up for you.
I got to answer my pants.
you're like, wait, am I going to ruin Brad Pitt's life? I can't sign on to this.
This is where things get a little wild,
Don't do this to me.
but I'm going to go with HAL 9000 from 2001 Space Odyssey.
Oh, nice. You know, I've never seen it.
Yeah, now they're
Me neither.
I watched it during the pandemic, and look, the movie's interesting. It's a really interesting movie, and it's iconic. But HAL 9000 inspires this computer villain. He sort of has this like effeminate delivery. So like it's a computer, so it shouldn't be biased. But the delivery of his lines and the voiceover are so. It's like so precise in the performance. It's amazing. Where it's just this tinge of evil. And also it's this thing that threatens all humanity where it's like, it inspires every other sci-fi villain of like, computers are more optimal than humans. So we're going to take you out. So this is my mechanized villain for my list. HAL 9000 and also is the root of predecessors, which is a political move, or I shouldn't say predecessors, but a root of all derivative, which is a little bit too
What language are you
rhetoric from
speaking
me.
right now?
Yeah, I was going to say rhetoric. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like other AI bad guys.
Look, I've
it was the first one.
Chris, thank you so much for that clarity. And also, I've had 2 blue claws, so that's what's happening right now.
Dude, that's a great one.
And
I think-
Kubrick,
and you
yeah.
can't relate to a machine. There's no talking a machine out of what it's trying to do. They're a machine.
And literally, is in like control. Control is a thing with villains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hal is totally in control of
And
like the future of humanity.
And that's what's so interesting about the villains is how do they control the thing they're dealing with? There's different means of it. Like most of the early ones we picked were through either like scheming or violence.
Mhm.
But Hal, it's like there's different ways to do it.
Optimism. It's through like not optimism and optimality. Maybe is that the word?
Optimization.
Optimization. That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, dudes. With this next villain, I had a kind of criterion for how I wanted to pick my villains. I wanted a real psycho. I wanted a fun psycho, and now I want to go purely hateable psycho. Just a piece of shit, sniveling bitch. I'm going with Billy Zane from Titanic.
Damn it! No.
Amazing.
Cal.
Dude, Cal Hockley, bro.
You watch that whole movie, he does not have one redeemable moment. In every scene, you're like, what would the biggest piece of shit act like in this moment? And he does it. He invites this, you're sitting with your ritzy buddies at dinner. This poor kid, like socioeconomically, saved your girl's life. He's sitting there and he's like making fun of him for being broke. You're like, and then
Yeah, bro, punching down.
he could let the kid live. He's like, no, let's just kill him. And then at the end, like in some movies, they would have made him have like a little turn where he got a little better. At the end, just to get off the boat, he pretends to be some girl's dad so he can escape and get off before the other women and children.
Please, I'm all she has.
And he sells it. He sells it. And then just super quotable. Real man makes his own luck. Everything about him is just scummy, scuzzy, and hateable. And I love him. I think he's one of the greatest villains ever. So I'm going,
Man.
And then the way that he goes out, like in voiceover, they say when the Great Depression hits,
Yeah.
he puts a bullet in his head because he loses everything, and even then you're like, God, what a little bitch. You know,
Yeah, he
like,
bails on a
like
challenge.
you
Yeah.
had a little hardship and you decided to just end it all.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Fucking
God,
bitch.
yeah, of course you would.
I would have loved it more if he ended up being the only guy who made money in the Great Depression by like shorting stocks. And
Yes.
he
That
ended
would've
his
been-
life
yes.
as the richest man in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that was the first one I wrote down when we said villains. I was like Cal Hockley, Billy Zane.
Hilarious.
But
I mean, is the real
great
villain the
name.
iceberg? That's just
No,
political.
no,
It's just
no,
political.
you dog.
Just political.
You
Just
No, it's
political.
you can totally say that. I thought about that too. I think his hair for me is what makes him the villain over the.
Yeah, that's
if
slick.
the iceberg had his
Slick.
haircut,
Or was
I'd
wearing
go
a
with-
tux.
Were you
know?
down on?
Yeah, he's wearing like a tux the whole movie.
Yeah, if the iceberg had a tux, baby.
Were you down on the poop deck just gallivanting around? There would be none of that when you're my wife.
Oh yeah, and he hits her.
Yeah, he
Fucking
hits her.
ass.
And he has
Asshole.
bad taste. She's got a Picasso. He's like, that's crap art.
Oh.
She's asking questions about the
Picasso.
lifeboats. He's like, nothing's going to put down this boat. He's just arrogant.
No.
dick.
Real man
Right.
makes his own luck, but then as he, and then he offs himself because that's actually not
Yeah.
always the case.
Chad.
All right, I'm gonna go with. This is a moving into different sort of territory here, but this is a pick that people can relate to because it's a villain that everyone has encountered in their lives, everyone went to school with,
Ooh,
I know what you're doing.
I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
and who everyone they saw this character and they're like, I know exactly who that is. Regina George from Mean
It's
Girls.
a great one.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's a great
let's
one.
go.
I wanted it. It's
Let's
so good.
go, dude.
Uh,
I didn't even think of that. That's great.
Yeah,
I want
Fuck.
a high school one so bad.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just the
such a good
best.
villain, and I think that applies to. I think it's that same archetype
Bully.
applies to male. Yeah, just a bully, and yeah, I have to rewatch that movie. But she's just the perfect villain in
See
high
it on
school.
Broadway, baby.
Yeah, it's just perfect. They perfectly captured that.
Casually cruel.
Casually cruel.
Get in,
Yeah.
loser. We're going shopping.
Yeah,
It's just
just like condescending and just
destroy-
like makes you feel like shit, but you just want her acceptance. And
Yeah.
Yep.
and then we'll just totally fuck you over. It's perfect.
That is the fuggliest dress I've ever seen after she compliments it. The way
Yeah.
she flips like that on
Oh.
a dime.
Yeah.
You can't trust a word she's saying.
do.
And I would actually even argue she feels as unstoppable as a lot of these other villains. Like when
Totally.
you're watching
That's
her,
the
like,
thing.
dude, if that chick was in my way, I'm
Yeah.
dead meat. She's
Yeah.
gonna steamroll me.
Dude, she can destroy you socially.
She's
She has that much power.
and underrated thing about a villain when they have sexual power to them.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? There's a lot of
Ooh,
there's a lot of good
yes.
male villains on that side where
Yeah.
there's something I don't want to there's other villains in movies where you're like, why is this bad guy so hot?
Yeah.
And she has that too, where her cruelty makes her more desirable to you. And
Yes.
you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like I hate this person, but I really want to like date them too.
Totally. Oh, I would totally. If I were in high school, I would totally date Regina George.
100%.
Be closer to that
Try.
power.
Yeah.
You might be able to tap into that a little bit.
Yeah.
The guy can't even explain it. Him and Lindsay Lohan are arguing. She's like, why do you date her? She's a bitch. And he's like, why are you friends with her?
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's a power to it.
Yeah.
There's some seductive.
Well, it's
Great
you
call.
you always want to be friends with that person in high school. It's like you it's like it's everyone hates them, but it's like kind of uncool to say it out loud, and that's their power.
And if the evil person likes you, that feels good too.
Yeah.
Actually, we grew up with like a Svengali guy like that. My buddy.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've heard about so much about him. I love
Dude,
that.
he
movie.
I
was
think
like
we've
that.
talked about him.
I do.
on the-
He had
on
a
the
heavy
pod
impact
before.
on
He had
development.
that kind of
Yeah.
weird evil sexual charisma in like 7th grade.
Yeah,
It's so
but
strange.
it's so funny looking at pictures now because of just how just
Dude, you
so
know, I've
much
never seen a
so
picture
much
of this
ice
guy?
spiker.
He was
you
just
know,
a chubby
just like
kid with
just-
braces.
and
but
it's all just going straight up.
Aren't
and
they
really
all?
thick?
But he was a force. He was a force.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Svengali. It's funny.
Cristobal, you got your last two
My
picks.
last two.
You're looking pretty, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You're looking
dialed
pretty.
in.
This is what's. I'm leaving a lot of huge ones on the board, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna go with it. This next one, I'm gonna go with Dr. Evil.
Fuck. That was my fourth.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna get that on the swing.
that's a fun one.
Fuck.
There's not. He's honestly the best Bond villain. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Well, he's
it's
based
like,
on
yeah,
the best
no, I
Bond
know.
villain.
Like, it's like, but like that Bond villain's like not even that. Like Dr. Evil's better. I just like the movies more. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And and he's so funny. Mike Myers is so funny in it. The voice, the look, and like his little pinky move. He's just so funny. I wanted a well-rounded list to get some. There's some great comedy villains in there, and he's maybe the most iconic of them all. And just he's hilarious.
I mean, has anyone ever he's so quotable.
Yeah.
He's the most fun character in that movie.
right?
And there's so many fun characters. Yeah. Yeah, Scott. Like, and yeah, dude, he's just so much fun.
Right.
Yeah, probably the most quoted, maybe top 10 most quoted characters of all time.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And kind of more
Mini-Me?
fun than Austin Powers is a lot of fun, but
Dr. Evil
Evil.
steals
Yeah.
the show.
Do the scene with your guys' co-star Rob Lowe. He's bouncing the earth.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be the big boy?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's so fucking funny. Dude.
Huh? You gonna cry? Yeah, that's right.
The buttons to burn people too.
Yeah, so-
it's
It's amazing,
when he
dude.
burns Will Ferrell, it's very hot down here.
Dude, the amount of busy days for Mike Myers on that movie.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. He was working sun up to sun down.
He gets off on that shit.
he was in the zone.
Yeah.
He was in the zone.
Pentavere? Yikes.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, it's pretty.
Yikes.
I saw a clip from it. It's super wacky. Kind of made me interested.
I mean, look, on paper, it sounds like a great idea.
I thought after the Love Guru, he was like, you know what? I think I've said all I have to say at this point.
I think
But
so.
what a run. Wayne's World, that, and then the little secret one, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
The developer of some of the most iconic characters.
Beast.
Yeah.
Total beast.
I was Dr. Evil for Halloween when I was like 7. Just walking.
Nice.
Did you have a mini me or no?
No, I should have.
That'd been
I guess
sick.
I was sort of.
Oh, you
the
were
mini-me.
7. Who's gonna be your mini-me?
I was like 3 Musketeers. So.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
Mike Myers also very pretentious. I read an EW article with him one time and he was talking about the Love Guru and he started off with talking about Joseph Campbell and I was like, this is my kind of guy.
Dude, amazing. He was talking about callbacks one time. And he's like, it's like weaving something. I'm like, so a callback, you mention something and then you bring it back later. It's like weaving a thread. And then later, I'm like, okay.
I got one more.
Oh, that's right.
I don't
That's
know
a great
what's,
pick, Chris. That's a great fucking pick, dude.
I gotta have fun with my last one. I gotta have fun.
Baby, cut it up.
Well, that's the thing. Do I?
I went chalk up top. I'm going fun. Yeah, what do you do? You gotta land this thing.
No, I know, and I don't want to get.
You know who it is.
No, I'm kind of stuck between. I'm sorry, I'm taking a while.
Take
You
your
guys should put a
time,
clock
dude.
on
Take your
me or
time, bro.
something.
We're hanging out.
No clock on this one. We're thoughtful, bro. Go.
Well, because I'm trying to. I think I'm done with humans.
Oh no! Don't you fucking do it, man!
Do it to him, Chris. Do
I
it
don't know which one you're talking
I know,
about.
you know what he's talking about. Do it to him.
I'll go with the xenomorph from Aliens.
Oh,
Damn it! I knew that was gonna make you
okay.
cream too.
Is that what you're gonna pick?
Is that different from the alien?
No, that is.
Yeah, that's
From
alien.
Alien.
Right? Yeah, that's what I was gonna pick.
Oh, dude. So you got cock blocked twice on this one.
Yeah, I did.
A lot of longevity.
That's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah,
I
you,
didn't
go,
realize it till now.
you go a little
Yeah.
later. That's what happens.
Sometimes you get Peyton Manning, sometimes you get Ryan Leaf, baby. That's how it goes.
All right,
That's
Joe
life,
Doe.
dude.
Yeah, Joe Doe, hilarious.
Sorry,
Fucking
go
idiot.
ahead.
Scary and like somebody like hiding and it's like stalking them. You
Yeah.
know, also in just straight action sequences, they swarm, acid blood. All of them are formidable killing machines. What? Oh, right. They just
Almost worse. Hey,
put the
almost
things
worse than
inside of
killing
you
you,
and
to
then
be
they
honest.
bust out
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use you. Worse.
as vessels to make more, which is fucking.
Also, and it is inspiration for future. Like, look at Netflix now. This hive mind idea. I don't know if it
And I
was the
just
first,
wanted-
but it's interesting.
And I did kind of want an alien in there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-human's important. And a monster. You could have
Yeah.
a monster in there.
Because I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do like a whole. It's like the closest to horror that I was going to get. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to pick straight horror, so that's why I went Lecter and then this. You know,
Yeah, it's just the idea of it being inside of you and just breaking through your chest like that. It's so creepy,
bro. Yeah.
yeah,
And you
because
just don't-
you see it like it's
Yeah.
like working to get out.
And the mystery of like what it's capable of and all that kind of shit is just
And the designers, when they made it, they said they wanted it to be phallic and vaginal. And I think they
Whoa.
accomplished that.
I love that
nice.
That's
sexuality.
awesome.
That makes me, yeah, I like that.
It's always funny because it's always phallic. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we wanted to be a dick, basically. Most of art roots down to that. But then
Totally.
to double it up and be able to find something that looks like a
Right.
dick and a pussy and it's scary, that's a
Dude.
huge accomplishment.
That's extra interesting because it's like, is it going to fuck you or get fucked by you? You know what I mean?
And
What's
it
gonna
doesn't
happen?
even need you to a certain extent. It
That's
can
true.
fuck itself.
And that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Something that's going to fuck itself and not need you, then where do you fit in that
You've been
picture?
rendered obsolete by
Yeah.
this monster,
It's
which
like-
you don't even look at as like evolutionarily progressive, but insofar it is self-sufficient.
True, true. And for a guy who, leans into his fucking capabilities, what am I going to do? Learn to cook?
That's
What
important for
am I gonna
me.
do?
I feel
Get a raise at my
like I don't
company?
have I'm not good at household stuff,
Well, then what do I do?
I make my bones boning.
That's
you
correct.
know?
You do.
And
And
now-
me and you both.
I don't have a job. I'm
No,
not
no,
at
I
the
don't- I don't
docks.
work. I don't
I'm
work.
looking to get hired.
No,
and
no.
there's no jobs for me.
I ain't going to work for someone. I'm not going to be some fucking toy. I'm not going to be some fucking tool.
I was trying to finger it, then I was trying to jack it off. It didn't need me.
What am I going to do? Make it a lasagna?
I had my
Then
hands
call
like
up my
this.
grandma?
I had my hands like this, and I ended up just doing it to myself. I did myself.
So I got back at it by just fucking jerking myself off nonstop.
That's the
And
move.
feeding myself cannolis nonstop. And I never been sadder in my whole fucking life.
And that guy from Seven's gonna kill you for that kind of
He's gonna
behavior.
get me.
He's frustrated, dude. He doesn't like that shit. Step it up, dude. Chad.
all right. It's tough to see my list through Aaron's recent creaming, because he just busted.
Yeah,
a
Aaron's
fat
blurred
load
us all. Hey, we
over me.
need goggles for the next episode, dude, if we do this
Yeah,
again.
you just busted a fat load all over me. I'm like,
Yeah.
what about my pick? Sorry, but I'm gonna go with someone I just love watching, who he won the best actor for it, and you got to go into the corrupt cop realm, and you gotta shout my boy Denzel Washington.
No, he just took it from me.
Alonzo Harris from Training Day.
Fuck, I wanted it. No.
I just fucking love that movie. I love watching him. I love his acting in it.
Bro.
And the corrupt cop is a scary guy. There's
Mhm.
tons of power in there, and he's
Mhm.
just like, he's gonna get you. And
Great pick.
He's so
It's-
many steps ahead.
iconic lines too.
The outfit, the car, and dude, when his guns itch each other,
Oh,
I mean,
when
bro.
he's got the gun, the way he even just shoots, the casualness when he's just like,
dude, when he's shooting them both and they're shooting him, he's like, "Yeah, motherfuckers." Just like,
And
so
he's got
casual.
one of my best things in a villain where he taps into the benevolence of humanity when he fucks with that guy in the alley who's trying to have sex with a young girl, and he's like, you like to fuck young girls? That's your MO? So you're like, you're an evil, horrendous man, but you don't tolerate that evil.
Right.
You're only evil for your agenda.
Yeah.
So he's likable.
Yeah.
And he enacts justice
Yeah.
like a justice of mankind. You're like, fuck, dude, that's so sick. So, goddamn, that's a good pick.
It's he's one of those villains too where you want him to like you.
Right.
Just so you're
Right.
just like, you're like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, look, Ethan Hawke does drugs to like make him like
Yeah.
him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get wet.
He's like, yeah, Herb, Chiba,
That's a great fucking
PCP,
pick, bro.
Angel Dust.
It's a great fucking pick.
So yeah.
So in the original ending, he got away with it, and they had to
Oh,
reshoot
really?
it because they were
Wow.
like, test audiences were like, "Nah, this dude's got to die."
And then the way that they did it is, we're just
Oh,
going to get shot
amazing
by
scene.
a million times.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
And you can kind of feel that those scenes were stitched together because when the dudes let him go, when he's like, "I'm gonna put cases on all you dudes," it does feel like he's genuinely gonna get away, and then he gets.
And it's
His
it's
comeuppance.
interesting with movies when they do that. Like with Anchorman, they like everyone loved the movie when they tested it, but they let Baxter die, and that put their rating in like the 50s zone,
Yeah, you can't
which
kill
is
a
like
dog.
a killer. And so they just had that quick fix in there where they didn't kill the dog. It's like those little things will just totally change the audience's opinion.
Yeah.
That almost makes me want to go with the dog for my last pick,
Oh,
but I'm not going to do it.
Ooh,
but I want to
know.
mention
That's
it.
interesting,
And if you want
yeah.
it, the bad guy
No,
from
no, no.
Sandlot, the dog.
That's good. That's good though. That's
I thought you were
good.
going
That's a
Cujo.
What
good
was the name of that
monster,
dog?
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Cujo. But yeah. Hercules. Yeah.
Hercules.
But what do they call him? The Beast?
The Beast. Yeah, that is interesting.
All right, I'm going way off the reservation with this one. I'm going to lose it here. I don't care because I got to care. Here's the thing about what I'm talking about. I'm going with Richard Gere from Internal Affairs.
He's a bad guy. I like the groundedness
No
here.
one has seen
like
this
this.
fucking movie. I'll put it on your radar. Figgis is the director. Andy Garcia is the hot-blooded Latin lead who's in Internal Affairs, and he's investigating a crooked cop played by Richard Gere. Now, how does Richard Gere... Villains control things, right?
Yes.
That's what makes them so scary, is that they're in control of their environment. That's what
Yes.
makes them appealing and terrifying. How does Richard Gere doing that in the movie? By fucking yo bitch. The guy has sex with everyone in the movie, and he controls people through sexuality, and he controls men through their sexual insecurities, and he fucks everyone in the movie. Richard Gere plays it perfectly, which is funny because it feels like it's really in contrast to who Richard Gere is in real life, which is like a very gentle, enlightened fella. But he plays it. The thing I like about this villain is there's no energy to it. He plays everything cold and still and low, and you can feel the burning rage and malevolence in him, but it doesn't ever spike. He's in total control of his emotions, and he just terrorizes everyone. And you're terrified of him. You're like, get this guy the fuck away from anyone I care about. And yeah, it sticks with you. And I wanted to have a Svengali type in there. And so I wanted like a sexually evil character. Other potential pick in that category, Gabriel Byrne from End of Days.
Oh, yeah.
When the devil's hot, the
Yeah.
devil's got to be hot.
Many
Oh,
forms.
right. I forgot about the devil. Yeah.
And the devil, devils are good, But I'm going with Richard Gere because I think he personified it the best. So Richard
Because
Gere,
he's just a regular, he's just a cop.
he's just a sicko.
And
then
he
when
just cucks every dude in the movie.
He invented cucking, basically.
he did. And then you're right too, like an evil cop. Like when they
Well, I found
have
out about it at 10.
when they
Yeah.
got the badge behind them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's huge because they're supposed to be the ones protecting
Dude,
us, but
one
they're
of the
not.
many luxuries of being boys with JT is you'll cruise into his place and you'll walk in and be like, hey, what up? What's going on? He'll go, hold on. Let me show you a scene real quick. And he'll have a scene queued up on his TV ready to just show you.
I did this to you.
And he showed me this scene. And I watch it, and immediately you're kind of like, this is like, we're going out in a little bit for like drinks. He's like, yeah, but first we need to watch this. And he fucking shows me the scene from this movie. And it's so amazing. And I was like, dude, I need to see this whole movie. And I watched it, and he's so right. And you have a very grounded list. This is a very good grounded list of like actual villains, of like tapping into the true fears of every guy, basically. You know what I mean?
These
Like,
are all people who could exist in real life, maybe except for
Yeah.
Anton Chigurh. But the other three are permutations of real. I appreciate that compliment.
no, it's really
No, it's
good.
nice.
The weirdest thing
And
I
it's
ever
so
did is
true.
when I made John Daniels watch the ending of 6 Feet Under before we hit the bars in Newport. It's a beautiful montage to the song Sia, Breathe Me. And it's every character in the show, it shows their death. And tapping into that vital part of life that it's here and then it ends, it made me party harder that night. Cause I was like, look, we're just here for a short spin. I want to make it count tonight at Malarkey's. And I danced extra hard that night.
went to
Yeah, how did,
Malarkey's
how did
after that?
Daniels do?
100%.
Daniels was super weirded. I was like, why the fuck did you just show that to me? You're a weird guy. But he always gave me room to be myself. And then we went out there and then I tapped into my Richard Gere and I had sex with someone's girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kidding.
With a cop's girlfriend. dude.
Yeah.
Dude, those are the villains that have the toughest time watching because it's so closely where you're just like it's sort of like your one of your
Yeah,
worst fears.
it's incredibly
Like,
vulnerable, yeah.
and it's like those are the scenes where you're just like it's I can barely watch it because it's just so that's just something you just don't want to it's those and like parents dying. I'm like no, I'm not even touching that.
It's emotionally grimy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tapping you into. It's like you're in therapy.
Yeah.
You're like. It feels like that movie was born out of like someone's
fun.
like tape
Yeah.
in therapy.
It almost like you're watching it and you're like, it's like muggy in here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel well. Like
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
just gross.
It's gross. And then you go out into the world and you're like, am I that guy? I remember when you showed me a movie, you're like, check out this movie. It's a mom dying. I was like, I just left. I'm like, I can't handle this shit.
Yeah, what movie was that?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, that was Chris Kelly's movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was that called?
The Jesse Plemons one, Other People or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think so. It was
That
a
was
good
a good
movie.
movie. Good movie. Good movie.
I love Jesse Plemons.
Not
I
fun.
should watch that.
Not fun.
Him and Bradley Whitford, right?
Yeah, who
Molly
also plays a
Shannon?
great villain in a movie.
Oh,
It's
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
No. I'm not picking it, but it's an honorable mention.
Billy Madison, one of the best
Yeah.
douchebag villains of all time.
So
that guy's
good. And then his
balls?
shirt. He flipped, yeah, dude.
it looks
I love that actor so much, dude.
He's so fucking good
He's
in that.
so good.
He's so good.
Dude, that's a great pick, but that's not my pick.
I lost my draft on that one, but to the two people who have seen Internal Affairs, I won so hard with them there.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
what, an honest man's pillow is his integrity, and you have it, my friend. You will sleep well tonight. I'm going with Freddy Krueger.
Oh, no one did horror. You got to do
I
horror.
got to go horror, and we've talked about control a lot tonight. And when you're asleep, it's a state of the closest to death we become when we were out of control. And when does Freddy Krueger take control? When you're in sleep. Your dreams. Nothing terrified me more as a kid. Now I feel on my list I have more dynamic villains that have a code and everything. Freddy's just a psychopath, but he's also fun.
Yeah.
He's also very fun, and the way he kills you is horrifying with those fucking claws in the broiler room, and he's referenced in so many things. I feel like he's iconic. So you guys did take two picks that I really, really wanted, but and JT went grounded, so I had to go Freddy Krueger here. And capturing you when you're in your bed, your most
He
vulnerable
lives in
state.
your nightmares.
Yeah, and,
Yeah,
he, and
I
he
mean, bro,
tortures.
He
He
lives
doesn't
in your
just
nightmares.
because it's not just killing. It's not like Jason Voorhees just walking in and macheting
Yeah,
your
he's
head
just
off.
one note.
It's like I want to fuck with you in your dream before. Like I'm gonna make a meal out of this.
Correct.
which
And
is
then you see
very-
the killing. I remember
Dude,
as
the
a kid,
deaths are so horrendous.
they're so horrendous, dude.
It's
They're
just like blood
so-
spraying everywhere. You're like,
The
what
blood
fuck?
spraying out of the bed. I remember looking at it as a kid, being like, "Oh, I saw this too young."
Yeah.
He looks so
Just,
scary.
yeah.
I couldn't. He looked so scary. I couldn't watch the movie.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I'll have too many nightmares over this
Correct.
film.
Going to Blockbuster, Freddy Krueger, and the Halloween. No, not Halloween. There's the one with the nails all over it.
Oh,
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yeah,
he's
dude.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
I could not even look at those covers.
Yeah, that's the thing. You look at the covers, that terrifies
Wait,
you.
Yeah.
dudes.
Should we go one more?
Yes,
Yes, bro. I knew you were gonna say it. I was hoping you'd say it again. Bonus round.
There's too many villains still
Yes.
on the table.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, cream.
I'd like it
cream.
noted. For the list of four, I'd like it noted, but let's get one more round.
There's too many good ones still on the table. There's a ton we haven't even mentioned
Dude, there's
yet.
so many sick ones.
That's the thing.
There's so many sick ones.
my
This
honorable
isn't
mentions
appetizers,
list.
dude. All
Wait,
right?
so that
We
means
got
I go
a lot
back
of-
to back to start?
You're still
All right,
up,
hold on, let me
dude.
look at my
Take
list.
your
Let me
time,
look at my
take
list.
your
Let me look at my
time,
list.
take Dude, everyone just jumped on their phones.
I know exactly.
I know.
We're not all texting our
Well,
freaking GFs, dude. Don't
I was
worry.
I had
about it.
I was talking to
It's
I
tough
was
when
talking
it's
to
a fifth
Reggie.
one
I
because
was talking to Becca about it, and I'm like, there's just so like my honorable mentions list right now is like 40 deep.
there's honestly some top. There's like some first round picks that haven't
For
been
sure.
mentioned yet.
Well, that's the because and that was the thing. Like I was like, if I could pick, there's a lot in like the huge tentpole like franchises
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I didn't want to go 1 through 4 of those.
Yeah.
Like I wanted a well-rounded list.
Yes.
I did the same thing. I went like with my
Yes.
ballast up top. I'm like, okay, I have like an archetypical villain. Everyone else is. You start to play around. more. Yeah.
It's like I wanted. Yeah, you just want some variety. But now, I feel like we all have pretty well-rounded lists that you can kind of go in any direction.
Bonus
You can-
round.
Yeah, you can go with some of the heavy hitters.
Dude, we might have to go 6 picks on
Dude,
this.
that would
I know,
actually.
dude.
well, that would- I'd appreciate that because I picked
I'm
last.
fucking
Like,
around
too.
right now. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. We all love Pixar.
No, I was gonna pick this.
Sid.
I was gonna.
That little evil fucker with his braces.
It's like, is that like the most satisfying comeuppance for any villain in a movie, dude? Where you're like, yes, fuck you, dude. Get freaked out.
He's a bad kid, dude.
Yeah,
he's bad. He's just like,
but also,
what's wrong with him?
We all tortured our toys.
We did. He's
And-
a torturer.
Right, but then you also
He's a
knew,
sadist.
but then you also knew the kid who did it too weird,
With too much
you know, like,
passion.
Yes.
like, whoa, dude, I don't like the way
in
you
his
do
skull
it.
and crossbones shirt.
I wrote down a note for Sid. I said the first school shooter. I
Dude, that's amazing, bro.
Most people, you know, they point to real life examples. I was like,
Amazing.
Sid was the kind of agent
Let
zero.
Sid kill
of
some
that.
toys, dude.
What
Let
a, what a name too.
and Sid,
Yeah.
Sid.
Sid.
And his braces, dude.
Yeah. Do you guys know
mean to
any
his
Sid?
He's
sister.
I did know a Sid.
slightly
Agent-
older. You know what? It's genius because he's aged out of toys. He sees them for their disposability at that age.
Our friend Andrew Johnson's ID photo looked like Sid.
No way.
Oh, right.
The
It
sweetest guy in
did.
the world. He
It
had none
did.
of that
When he
sadism in him.
well, you know, when like some people when they have braces, like it feels like they take up more of their face than
Yeah.
other.
It's
you know
their
what I
defining.
mean?
It's their personality.
Strider made that joke sophomore year of high school. We ran into a friend who had gotten braces, and he walked by, and Strider said, "That guy's got way too many braces in his teeth." Like, Strider was like,
They're like,
"He
don't
has
we only have
extra
48
braces."
teeth or 28?
It's
or whatever the
also
fuck it is?
it's also because Andrew like didn't like I smiled different when I had braces. You know what I mean? Because I was conscious of them.
Shame.
Yeah.
And he was like not at all. Like, yeah, you're getting all of them.
Rubber bands,
more
3
power
rubber
to
bands
him
in.
for
Yeah.
for just letting them fly because I was too embarrassed to.
Might have to go
me?
6 on this one.
Is it me next?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
right.
just, we said it at the top.
JT.
The honorable mentions is going to be too much fun.
Well, so if we did 6, you would have to do another pick.
No,
now.
no, no. I just did my back to back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I
cool,
did.
cool.
That was my
his
back-to-back.
That was his, yeah.
We can decide after the fact. We don't want to tire people out, but it's on the table.
Is it you?
Is it to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
shit! Fuck.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh,
That's all
right,
right. Take your
right,
time.
right,
Take your
right,
time.
right.
We all need a little more time right now. We all need a little more time. It's very fun. There's a lot of stuff here. Aaron's creaming over here. I'm looking at Aaron.
Dude, I hope
Yeah, he oh, it's unreal.
Dude,
I think I might have. Oh,
Dude,
we've
you know
hit
what?
every iteration. We've hit.
I gotta honor myself. I'm just going with like low key.
You can have fun here.
Weirdo villains. I'm going. Yeah, I'm not trying to win this one. I'm trying to just say what's up to how I look at villains. I'm going Edward Norton in Primal Fear.
Oh,
Nice,
baby.
nice.
Double.
what's his name in that?
I forget, but so,
Once again,
have
Richard
it here.
Gere.
So what's so creepy about him is the murder is terrifying. He's a sick puppy, right?
Yes.
But-
Yes.
Edward Norton brilliantly plays and it was his first role too. So it's got that Christoph Waltz quality
That's
too.
Edward Norton's first role?
Dude,
Oh,
he-
his introductory
yeah.
role to the
He
people.
came out of the gates hot. He went to like Yale. He studied acting with Ron Livingston, Paul Giamatti, and Liev Schreiber. Murderers Row over there.
Jesus.
Then he goes to work for his grandpa's like multinational company in Japan.
Thank you.
Realizes he wants to be an actor. First role out of the gates, gets nominated. Primal Fear. Guy's just preternaturally talented.
dude,
Yeah,
that
he
it's so it's so cool hearing the story around like the everyone went like Matt Damon, like all the sort of up and coming actors. They were like the role in Primal Fear. That's the star maker right there, and it's like everyone
Because you
was
get to play
gunning
two
for it.
roles in one. Everything. It's a reversal. It's range.
Because he has, so he's like a split personality, and one's
Yeah.
like a very meek, like stutters over his words, and then he's got this other like psycho, but you don't even know about that till you don't even meet the other personality for like a while.
It's all in the turn. It's a little bit.
Yes.
There's another villain we
Yes.
could mention now that it's all in the turn.
Yes.
That's like a quintessential kind of villain thing. Is he's playing you the whole movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's
Yes.
the Aaron. Aaron's his name.
Right.
Is the softy's name when he's in his split
And it's
personality.
another Richard Gere movie.
Richard Gere can.
Baby, let's go.
He,
But
there's
it's
something inherently
different role, but yeah.
moral and anti-moral about Gere.
Yeah, well, because he's playing a sleazy lawyer, but he's a good guy.
And then there's this scene at the end where he's like, "Oh, so the bad guy of your multi-personality was never real." And then everyone looks at him and goes, and he can't go back to jail. He's already been named innocent at this time, so he's just gloating. And then he goes, "No, Aaron was never real." And you're like, "Dude, he fucking played us. He
Yeah.
fucking played us."
So
And
sick.
that-
So sick.
It's a
and
great
making
twist.
you believe and want to save this sweetie when you were just feeding that to us to get us on your side because you knew deep down we were susceptible to that. I love it. I
Yeah,
love
that's extra weaselly too. Yeah.
He's
fuck,
a
man.
dark,
That's
dark
bad.
fucker.
He fools everyone.
Yeah.
He's a dark little fuck. And Edward Norton, one of the best actors ever, I think. So I'm glad I got him on my list.
This is another pick that I love this character. I love this movie. I loved watching this particular actor play this character because I don't think he's ever played the villain before. He's always kind of the hero, and he just did it so well. And he had such like an evil, like just he was a dandy, but he like had this very specific evil delivery
Great pick.
that I think it's just so rewatchable. It's Monsieur Calvin J. Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Django.
yeah. Real piece of shit.
Dude,
That's
his,
great.
his
yeah.
teeth,
Oh,
they're
dude.
all brown.
Oh.
He's like he would emphasize words and he'd show his teeth.
Ugh.
And yeah, he's just like I just love seeing. I think a lot of I think watching it is that you saw that Leonardo was just having so much fun playing that role.
And ballsy, dude. Like
And
going
ballsy.
for broke
Yeah.
on some like tough lines of dialogue.
Dude, yeah,
Oh.
I can't even quote the lines. You know,
No, you can't.
We thought you and him had run off.
Yeah,
And he
I
goes,
was
be
about
a
to
hell
give
of
you
a
the
note.
floor.
yeah, he's like, "Where is my beautiful sister?" And he's like, "There she is!" Woo! And you're like, "What, dude?"
Yeah.
And dude, when he rubs blood,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that
like,
scene is like, I do. I
Well,
rewatched
he
that scene.
really cut his hand.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
stayed
it's
in
kind of
it.
fucked up because he rubs, that's actual
real-
blood,
yeah, it's
like his
disgusting.
real blood.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
fucked up.
And she's like,
Old school acting. Where
Yeah,
you're just
where
like
it's like-
abusing
yeah.
your co-stars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Little Brando.
He's like, I know where you are on the call sheet. I can do this. You're three down.
it's art, lady. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, you just rubbed real blood
that's
on
your
my face.
fucking, like, that's so gross.
This
but
gonna
it,
take your
but
star
hey,
meter up a few thousand.
Yeah, but they kept, obviously it was the best take,
dude, yeah.
you know, and it works in the movie.
He's like, if you take your hands off that turtle shell tabletop, Mr. Pooch is gonna let loose both barrels of that sawed off. I can't even say it.
No, you nailed
Both
it.
barrels of that sawed off.
Yeah,
I got
you
jumbled.
No, maybe you
I didn't
drilled
hear
it.
jumbo.
And he-
I didn't hear jumbo.
And that was a safe line. You got a show coming out.
It
Quote
tasted
another line.
like
Do it.
jumbo.
Quote another line. Get
Also-
canceled. Do it.
Led to the gif of you have my curiosity, now you have my attention.
Oh, dude,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, I get that one once a week, and it always works.
dude,
And he's drinking like the
yeah.
Mai Tai and like the coconut shell drink, and he's eating candy all the time. He's a Francophile. He's like,
Yes.
and then
yes.
Christoph Waltz's character, he's like,
dentist.
oh, bonjour, and he's like, he doesn't speak French. Don't speak French around him.
Yeah,
You'll
don't
embarrass
belittle
him.
him.
Yeah,
Don't make him feel inferior intellectually.
Mhm. And dude, to Quentin Tarantino's genius, like just placating on that whole Southern culture, like tapping into that culture and like
Yes.
the fragile ego of it and all that is just so genius. Dude.
Yeah, totally.
And-
It's so good.
And yeah, to the evilest thing you could do is possess other human beings.
Yes.
So to have a character, to have
Yeah.
someone on your list who does that, it's like, in terms of job description, even more than like assassin or anything else we've named,
yeah,
that's like, right when you read it, you're like, huge piece of shit. Yeah.
Massive
Yeah.
piece of shit.
yeah.
All
He's like, sun is up and it's shining on all of us.
right. Should we go 6 picks? So you get 2 here, or should we cap it?
Maybe cap it.
Cap it. Let's cap it at 5.
I think I just want to have one that's really fun. I wanted a henchman, you know,
Smart.
somebody who's not the main villain, but just one of their underlings. And my favorite henchman is probably got to be. There'll be one that'll be on the honorable mentions, but I just think she's so cool and hot, and that's Xenia Onatopp.
Bro.
GoldenEye.
Dude, great.
Oh, golden.
That was
Oh,
good.
very hot.
That
Very
That's
hot.
the pick of the draft.
Dude,
That's one of the
that's a
picks.
good
Dude,
pick.
that's
That's
a
a
horny.
good
That's a
pick.
horny pick.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
totally.
she kills people with sex.
Yeah,
And honestly,
exactly.
the
Dude,
cool
I
part
busted
about
my
it-
first load today.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like
a real
handsome.
cream.
I don't know anybody like she had such an impact on my life.
That's amazing. Because you're watching and you're like, it's not a bad way to go. And like,
dude.
she's
Oh.
like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, but this is how I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
you.
I'm
You're
gonna-
like,
I'm
I
gonna-
might be down to try.
I'm gonna
Let's see if I
squeeze you
survive.
so hard during sex that you can't breathe and die.
I would love to die that way.
And the way she's screaming when she's doing it, like it's a little Gone Girlish, where like they look like they're getting off on killing you.
Yeah, which by the
while
way,
they're
Amy
boning.
Dunn, that's a good one.
She's a great villain.
But yeah, just I can't breathe. Yes.
So good.
And she
so
just
good.
every time she gets her legs around Pierce like twice in that movie. Both times she's like, oh fuck.
he does a good
She's
job
like,
of fighting it.
This is a
Yes.
finishing move.
She's just enjoying
Little precursor to jujitsu too, hitting that triangle body lock and just suffocating
love
you.
that.
for sure. And that's also why I appreciated it as an 8-year-old.
Yeah, you were well versed in jujitsu
It's good moves. It's
early
nice.
on. Yeah.
All right, should we do some honorable mentions?
Yeah, this is the most fun. This is why I'm like, let's keep it 5.
Some
We've
big
got so
ones.
many.
Agent Smith from The Matrix.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Magneto.
Magneto, amazing.
Yeah, it's so tough with the ones who have also been in franchises long enough to where you've seen them be the good guy like 10 times.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Loki. Like Loki's great in Thor and Avengers, but he's been a good guy for like
yeah.
And you
8
know what?
years now.
Yeah.
Speaking of those movies, I'm glad none of us did Thanos. I think
No,
in my
no
mind,
Thanos.
the most overrated bad guy
Oh,
no
in
Thanos.
history.
I really like
And also
Thanos.
he was never scary to me. Like whatever they did in like the cosmetic design of that character, I'm like, I'd seen other bad guys in Marvel movies that freaked me out more than him, where I was like, he's just like a big purple guy. Like he's
Yeah.
like kind of jacked, but I was like, like the Hulk looks more imposing than
Yeah.
he does.
I disagree, but
Go, baby, go.
Well, I like his introduction because at least in Infinity War, because he just goes toe to toe with the Hulk. It just beats his ass. Like he just blocks and punches, and you hear the Hulk go like, "Ah!" And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've never seen that. Like this guy's formidable. He's also smart because like whenever he gets himself out of a couple pickles, at different times.
And
Like
he
one
does have
time
a-
where he just
yeah.
launches missiles against all of his own guys because he's getting fucked up. He's got a code.
Yeah, I was gonna say his code. It makes
people
sense.
believed in
but it's
his
just bad.
philosophy.
Yeah,
I,
his
it
philosophy.
didn't resonate with me as
Neither
much.
with me. It was too draconian or
and I
gnarly. but
like
was
how
Malthusian.
Yeah.
I like how dramatic he is. He says shit like, "I hope they remember you."
Yeah.
Like he really.
Brolin does a good job with the voice.
Yeah,
And then I
Does
saw, a
Brolin
good,
very good. Yes.
I saw a good comment on the Hulk fight where they're like, when you're playing someone who button mashes,
right.
Yeah,
and
that's a
he's
good
just, and he's
call.
and he's just like he
a good
boxes
call.
he knows
the
his
Hulk
buttons.
while the Hulk smashes.
He's a little more
exactly.
technically.
What about
refined.
I had one that I wanted to pick, but I just didn't know if. I chickened out on it, but Aldous Snow from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, that's a
I
good.
didn't-
That's interesting. A rom com
The,
bully.
I
the
just
guy
like-
banging your
Really good
ex.
one.
The
I
guy
think you
banging
like
your-
him. You
Yeah.
like him.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I just like the character. They got to
Yeah.
even consider him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason
movie
Segel
for
was the
me-
best line. He's like, "You're so fucking cool."
Yeah,
man."
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
like-
is so good. He's,
and then he just-
totally
and then he just
gets
looks
his
at him
art.
just like- he's like,
he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, it's a dark Neil Diamond." He's like, "Exactly."
Yeah, yeah.
It's so good.
And he's like, I thought that you and Sarah and Rachel could, kind of
Maybe-
give them-
Yeah.
I don't think I had the sexual competency.
What
for
about the
that.
T1000?
Yeah, it's a gift.
Oh, none of us went with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a huge
I
miss
thought about
that none of us did that.
I was
thought
almost
it-
going to do that instead of Sid.
You know what? Coolest villain? Like, and the liquid metal idea is so
So
great because you
good.
just don't, you're literally thinking about it as you're watching it. You're like, I can't figure out a way that you could actually
Yeah.
destroy this character. And Robert Patrick, great casting as that person because he feels a bit robotic.
Mhm.
But there's something like impersonal about it that kept it off my list where I wanted
No,
creepy humans.
Well, see, that's,
I
I,
agree.
like
That's
it.
why
I
I
like
kept
it
it
as
off my
like
list
the
too.
pure killing
but it's
machine.
very good.
and it's
and it
so
looks
good.
fucking dope. And,
And
they were never
also-
able to top it in later Terminator.
No.
And how do you top Arnold? Arnold's amazing, and the fact that it tops Arnold is amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And they didn't try to go buffer, which would have been a mistake. They're like,
No.
let's
Big
go in another
mistake.
direction.
It's like sleeker and like it just.
It's smarter.
It's all
Yeah, it's
it's all
smarter.
it's all
It's
melee weapon.
efficient.
It's just knives, which is like
Yeah.
it makes it so like he just stabs a bunch of people in gnarly ways. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Mhm.
Johnny Ringo from Tombstone,
Nice.
unbelievably played by Michael Bean.
nice.
Super weird pick, but John Hawkes and Martha Marcy May
Dude, I
Marlene.
thought about that.
No
but
one,
like
Svengali, cult leader. You totally believe he could control people's brains. And the scariest part was, after I saw that movie, I dry heaved because it gave me such deep existential willies.
On that note, period piece, which I didn't put on my list because it's not fun. Amon Goth, Ray Fiennes,
Yeah.
Incredible.
list. But I'm like, this isn't fun. But he's so truly
He's-
evil.
yeah, he
It's just
doesn't even
bad.
know. There's a scene where Oscar
Exactly.
Schindler is like tells him like that like there's power in pardoning people like when they make a mistake, and he's like a super evil Nazi who like just murders people for messing up the smallest of things, and he like tries to do it, like you see him like practicing in the mirror, and then he does it to a kid who like messes up cleaning something, and then as the kid's walking away, like bullet rips through his head.
It's, That scene is so
Brutal
huge.
scene,
'Cause
so brutal.
You actually you hate that character so much in the movie, but you also feel bad for him because you know he like there's a part of him that yearns to feel all these other things that humans feel, like in terms of forgiveness and benevolence, and he's just completely
Yeah.
incapable. And he's a Nazi, which helps a lot.
Mhm.
Two more Ray Fiennes ones. Voldemort,
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, yeah.
great face,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's so good. Ah! Just like the way that he yells.
the
is just like-
screeching.
Incredible.
and he's fucking, you can tell he's fucking weird. He laughs. He's like, ah!
And reading those books too, he's so like mysterious. You're like, who is Voldemort? What is he? What is he now? Like,
You
what
can't
is he
even say his
becoming?
fucking name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps a lot with villains when the other characters talk about the villain and they
Yeah.
amplify
He's just
Classic
the
sketch
mystique.
comedy. Here comes Charlie. Let's define the character and then let's have some fun.
Also a good villain, smaller movie, In Bruges. He's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so funny.
Dude, I have one that I just thought of that I wish I had picked because I think it'd be hilarious. The asteroid in Armageddon.
I thought about
Yeah,
that.
that's
because there's the
hilarious.
one scene too where it's like where they're like all set up ready to blow it up, and then all the asteroids start hitting the smaller ones start hitting the big asteroid.
Yeah.
And then Will Patton has a line where he's like, "It's like it knows we're here to kill it."
Yeah,
It's like, so this thing has a brain. And it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm just, let me murder a planet. You guys are being dicks.
Why do you got a gun in space?
Dude, that's the best.
in between inanimate object and a human, the shark in Jaws.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
dude,
Probably of
huge.
like the animal villains.
This is what I was saying was
most
like
powerful.
And it's
Predator,
an honorable
too.
mention, Predator, because Predator is more interesting because it likes to hunt.
Yeah.
Jaws is just like this, obviously, nature, a force. Not quite as dynamic, but very villainous
Yeah.
and very. It's just.
It's like that's why I
New
went with like the
levels.
xenomorph because it's got.
Yeah.
There's also more movies, you
Yes.
know, which I think helps a lot.
But
You
for
said
sure,
Agent
like
Smith?
yeah, we said Agent Smith. As far as affecting your life, like, weren't you a little scared to get in the water after Jaws?
Yeah.
Is it Agent Smith's best scene when he's interrogating Morpheus?
Yeah.
And you start to feel like, wait, this dude's a robot, but there's human components to
Yeah.
him. Like he yearns to get out of it. He's like, and when he's talking about the sweat,
The smell.
Oh
of it,
yeah,
you just-
disgusting.
Yeah. The thing that hurts Agent Smith the most is just that the later movies are so bad.
They're so
so
bad.
bad.
Yeah, like I
They're
didn't want
so
to
But
pick
his
it because
arc
it was
is
like,
pretty interesting because he's a virus to also the Matrix. So it is interesting, but it's bad.
But-
yeah, but
I
like
mean,
all
you
the
can't even
movies,
count
you know what I
those
mean?
later
Like,
ones are such disasters.
Horrendous.
you know that like
Horrendous.
they're like I was like, man, if it was just one, like he for sure would have gotten.
Well,
picked.
100%,
Dude,
bro.
and
100%.
I mean, he's sort of like it gives you a very clear picture of AI, and if they were to turn on us, like what they would be thinking and stuff, and how much they just hate us, and want to
Disdain
just-
for
Yeah.
us.
disdain, and like how
Yeah.
for the human race, like how they're just so, distance from it. They're like, we just want to exterminate you and just be done with you.
And what
That's
and
always
what
a
he
good quality when
says,
villains have when they have
Yeah.
like absolute disgust for what we are because you
Yeah.
feel it as a person.
Well,
You're
and-
like, yeah,
and-
we are kind of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
and when he says like the first version of this was perfect,
yeah,
but you guys couldn't. It didn't feel real to you guys.
yeah.
We had to make it shitty
Yeah.
for you to actually buy into it. And you're like,
Right.
fuck, we suck.
Interesting.
Dude, I got another one. The demon in Paranormal Activity.
Oh, nice.
No, yeah.
Just grabbing you and sloshing you around
That's
the room.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
mysterious. It just makes noise. It just hits the thing.
What about
Uh,
Cyrus the Virus?
Cyrus the
He was
Virus.
on my list.
Yeah.
I would even Castor Troy because you get
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
great.
Castor
face
Troy.
off because
I
you get
know.
Nick Cage and Travolta playing
Yeah.
them, so it's kind of a
That's good.
twofer.
Yeah.
My thing with that,
Good call.
I thought Nicolas Cage was better at both than Travolta.
Yeah, but he's still good.
No, Travolta's very good as the bad
It's
guy.
just tough when
Yeah.
it's tough when Nick Cage is
Dude,
he's one of the
I got
best.
one. Sean Bean in National Treasure.
Yeah. And
He's
in,
trying to destroy the.
Ian,
and
dude.
Goldeneye.
And Goldeneye.
Yeah, yeah, 006.
Emperor Palpatine.
Oh,
Very good
dude.
Good
Yeah.
call, good call.
That's a tough. Like you could have gone Star Wars having two.
Barnes
pretty
from
impressive.
Platoon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Tom
he was on-
Berenger?
That one should have been on a list.
Bro, it was almost gonna be on my list.
He's one of the
Yeah.
ugliest of all the
Oh,
characters.
He's a
so
bad
and
guy.
he kills his
And
own
then-
fucking dude.
And he's so bad because it's the middle of a war. But I already took my period piece guy. He was gonna be my number one, but I would have got hammered for it. But it's in the middle of Vietnam as a backdrop, horrendous, and he still has his agenda.
And the scars they put on his face.
Yeah.
Great touch.
I was surprised GT didn't pick this one. Bill the Butcher.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so that was a really complicated thing for me. I didn't want to pick any villains that you liked more than the hero in
Right.
the movie. And that was like a
Right.
category I was thinking
Yeah.
about doing. So I was going to do McCullough from Heat and I was going to do Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York because they're two of my favorite characters, irrespective of like good guy, bad guy. But to me, they're too heroic to pick them because I think in both movies you're actually rooting for those guys more than their
That's a-
foil.
For
That's
sure,
a good
it's
way
kind
to
of true.
stop.
Yeah,
That's
like a high-speed
genius. That's
chase.
very smart.
Yeah, I wanted to pick pure sickos, and those guys are too cool and good at what they do to.
yeah.
They have honor. That's the problem with both of them is that they're honorable
You
villains.
can't have honor, Chris. What do you got? I feel like you got something.
Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, that was the
Another
one that you
spacey.
referenced.
That's the one that I
Yes.
referenced with
Yes.
the Ed Norton
With
one where they're
with the
playing
turn.
it.
Yeah, they're playing.
I almost went that over Joe Doe, John Doe.
And the fact that it's so iconic. And Spacey's so fucking good in that
And he's
movie.
a villain in real life.
And all this stuff you hear about Kaiser, yeah, for sure. It's like,
Dude, my mom's so funny.
He's a bad
I
guy.
don't know what
dude.
this
He's
says about my
bad.
mom. This is probably where I get my Svengali interest from.
oh, because she,
Mom would always, of all the actors, Mom always said she thought the sexiest actor was Kevin
I
Spacey.
know, dude. It's always so. But she also like thought like Al Pacino was really sexy.
She thinks James
you know?
Spader's really sexy. Like mom likes bad guys who are in control.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love that.
I got two, Bob Sugar and Jerry Maguire.
Amazing.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great
yeah,
one.
Amazing
that guy,
pick.
It's a
that guy.
great one.
And then Colonel Nathan Jessup.
yeah.
Oh,
He's a
oh,
good
with
man.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
amazing. You can't handle the truth.
Dude, the
Or
White
Ed
House
Harris
still
was
is that
rock.
you can't handle the truth.
Well,
Again,
yeah,
but
like,
likable.
I
But he's
couldn't
too
pick
likable.
him
Yeah.
because almost the villains in that are like the two henchmen guys.
Correct.
The one who gets the rocket in him, and then the guy who gets the poison in his mouth. Like those
Correct.
guys are the real evil ones.
Which reminds me of the one that we thought from earlier callback is Ravington in Patriot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tavington.
Oh, is that Jason Isaac's character?
Yeah.
That's an incredible
Yeah.
villain pick. No Longshanks
On that-
from you either?
No Longshanks.
No Longshanks, but you know Longshanks, I don't know. But Tavington's just so bad.
Yeah, on that farm with that
Diamond.
stupid boy. Did he die?
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, when you can't believe what level of evil they're getting to, you're like, bro, you killed this guy's son and now you're taunting
Yes.
him about it?
Yes.
And then in 20 minutes, you're
And he's
his
so
other son?
evil that even his own general's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
it's not
if
what
I-
I'm ordering you to do.
If I do this, I can't go back home.
Yeah.
Tell me about Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio's
Exactly,
hilarious. Johnny Lawrence in
Yes.
Karate Kid.
Bro,
Just a
okay.
personification of like
Dude,
white entitlement.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing. There's a whole debate about this because with the Karate Kid, it's like Danielson
Steals his
steals his girlfriend.
He bullies
dumps
him
water
first.
on him
He
when he's
bullies
smoking
him
weed,
first.
just trying to chill.
He's already bullied him at that point.
Look, I like these.
But there's an interesting debate.
I like the
yeah,
revisionist,
yeah,
it's interesting.
yeah.
I like the
I call it
wicked
revisionist
storytelling.
history.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
like the wicked storytelling, but yeah. The warden in Shawshank.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh,
both
yeah.
of them. Both of
Oh,
them as a
also,
teammate.
I feel like Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Oh,
Nest.
Nurse Ratched, horrendous.
Horrible,
horrendous.
dude.
Okay,
Driving people to suicide.
Bro,
just by
yes. In lobotomies, horrendous.
we got to
Yeah,
mention the
lobotomies.
legend in his only villain part, Paul Walker, and She's All That.
Oh,
Oh,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
good.
Bro,
That's good
bro.
stuff.
He's a real cunt in that
Yeah.
movie.
She might be a tight little jam. One of the best
Yeah,
lines of all
exactly.
time, dude. Ooh, dude, one of the best lines.
It's
of all
also
time,
even before that.
bro.
I've seen you fool people to think you're some sort of god around here. This
is so
he's
good.
he's
So
so
good, dude.
hot in it too.
I've got two. The humans in King Kong. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they're all
wait, are you talking about
fuckers.
the Jack Black one, the new one, where Jack
No, I
Black's a
don't
huge
know.
piece of
Just
shit?
people who kill him. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
Anyway, and also Flaming Dragon in Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, the kid.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
Show Nuff in The Last Dragon.
That guy's cool. More henchmen. I got Mr. Joshua from Lethal Weapon. Gary Busey's character.
Oh yeah,
Incredible.
And then what's the chick's name
Bro,
in
that's
Kill
everything I
Bill?
want.
With the
Renishi.
no, her underling.
Oh, the girl from the Crazy 88s.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I
Because
forget.
like that's like one of
Oh,
the best.
yes.
The one with the ball and she
The
fights
mace.
before.
Go, yeah, yeah.
Go.
Dude, honestly, one of my favorites, and I might have picked it, but Samuel L. Jackson in Django.
Bro, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh
'Cause
my
he's-
God,
'cause
he's so
He's a little
funny.
bit smarter than Leo DiCaprio, and you're like, Leo DiCaprio's the showstopper, but you're like, you kind of feel like Samuel L's character is pulling the string, and Samuel L. plays it so unabashedly. It's
unreal.
one of my favorite performances.
He's
ever.
amazing.
And it taps into the
I fucking
culture of
love
that,
Jack.
which is crazy. Dude, that movie's amazing. Dude, total different note. Fucking Max Cady and Cape Fear, hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
Amazing.
dude.
Doing push-ups so fire can't burn them.
And the voice,
Hilarious.
dude. The
Oh,
voice.
dude.
And when he dresses up as the fucking maid.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
You're like, I
this
didn't know this guy was
is
so
ins-
campy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Oh, another high school one, like Master Manipulator, Sarah Michelle Gellar in Cruel Intentions.
Oh,
yeah, that was on my list. That was on my list.
Hot.
Very hot.
Did you get Coke with the little?
Yeah, dude,
like
like just like ruining lives because it's
Yeah.
fun. Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have all this money and I just wanted to see. I just want to watch all these people just get
Dude.
like just destroying people for no reason.
That's a great one.
And then my last one is Ben Kingsley in Sexy Beast.
Oh yeah, he's
man,
great.
he's
He's great.
Worst house
He's
guest you
great.
could ever have.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so
Ray Liotta and anything, rest in peace.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I got
RIP,
like
man,
20
too
more.
soon.
You got like 20? Go, baby, go.
Tommy Lee Jones and Under Siege, very fun.
Oh yeah, Under Siege. Wiley,
Plays
weird
the
role for
harmonica
him.
too. He's a good
Yeah.
harmonica
Yeah.
player.
Gollum.
Oh yeah, Gollum
Ooh,
Doppelganger.
better
Good.
than Sauron.
Good.
Yeah,
Good, for
and
sure.
Saruman.
Sauron's one note, all powerful.
Well, because he's never
An
in a
eye.
corporal form. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's hard to. He's scary, but like he's never.
yeah,
It's when he's got this. It would be scarier if he was running around like he is in the beginning with a mace.
correct.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Owen Davian. Mission
Mission
Impossible.
Impossible,
3.
yeah.
Incredible.
I'll find her. I'll hurt her.
You know what I love? No monologues. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't dress. He doesn't do the pageantry of most villains, where they're like, "So you think you understand my plan, but actually you're mistaken.
Yeah.
my plan isn't to control the oil; it's to control the ground where the oil is." And you're
Yes.
like, "Oh wow." Owen Davian's just like, "I'm gonna find who loves you, and they're dead." And you're like,
Exactly.
Fuck,
Fuck.
dude.
A Morton Joe from Fury Road.
Good one.
Great.
Good one. Good one.
Great costume.
Who's the guy that Dr. Evil is based on? Belfort or Belfon? One of the early Bond villains.
no,
That's like the predecessor to Spectre. Blofeld.
Blofeld.
Blofeld. He's got to be mentioned.
Oh, Javier Bardem in Skyfall too.
Amazing.
He kills
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Well, I like.
I
I
don't
like
love
when
him.
he hits on
But-
Daniel
but-
Craig.
Yeah, the
That part's
sexual
cool,
menace
where
is
he's
really
like,
nice.
Where he's like, you're keeping your bod pretty tight.
I got one. Val and Brink.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Val
was on
and
the-
Brink?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Val
Dude.
Horrigan.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brink,
Dude,
bro.
one of the most instinctive villainous performances. That guy ended up being
Hit
on the
it
show.
again.
That guy was on the show Beauty and the Geek, and he was
Yeah.
the first like male beauty they had on there.
Yeah.
He's Val through and
Is he
through.
really?
100%.
that.
He's Val.
Again.
It's
Oh,
those
Brody.
lips, dude.
Brody from Point Break. Cool
Yeah.
villain.
Again, he's in the
Bodhi.
Bill
yeah,
Bodhi.
he's,
Daniel
just,
McCullough
he's too
category.
cool. Like
Bodhi.
he's like
Bodhi, yeah, Bodhi, not Brody.
Bodhi Sattva.
Fucked up Brody.
Sorry.
Dude.
dude.
His claws. His claws.
Joe Doe from.
Yeah, exactly.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Sorry. I teased you on that.
It was
My bad.
crazy we didn't do any Rocky or fighter villains, like combat villains. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Drago's unstoppable.
Which thinking of Stallone had me thinking of Lithgow and Cliffhanger, which is just fun. It's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
He's hamming it all up. But then also probably a better Lithgow villain, Lord Farquaad in Shrek.
Dude, Farquaad.
He also
Great
plays
name.
like
it's
a
like my
serial
favorite
killer
name.
in something. That's
Oh, the
amazing.
Denzel movie,
Yeah.
Fallen.
no.
Or,
It's it's a
Ricochet.
It's really creepy.
Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet. He's good in that.
Scar and Lion King.
Scar and
yeah,
Lion- and-
Scar.
Fucking Tai Lung and Kung Fu Panda.
Very good bad guy. You feel for him. You
It's
feel
like
for him. Deeply
he's
betrayed.
actually one of my favorites, but I feel like it's too. I don't know if it's going to be on enough people that I went a little bit more populist with it, but he's amazing in it.
That makes me Russell Crowe in Virtuosity, and then Russell
And
Crowe in
Nick.
310 to Yuma.
310. Yes.
But actually, maybe the better
Western.
villain in 310 to Yuma is
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster,
Ben
great
Foster,
henchman, just
Yeah.
squealing the whole time.
So did anyone? You had a henchman on yours?
Yeah, I did Xenia on the top.
I think it was good to have a
good.
henchman
Yeah.
on there because I was henchman.
That's
like,
sort of an archetype too, where it's like the villain with the code, and then the more radical villain right below.
Yeah.
the one who actually does the
Yes.
violent shit.
Yes.
Emotep,
Oh yeah, here we
From
go.
The
The
Mummy?
mummy. Hebut Setna.
J.K. Simmons at Whiplash,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, bad guy.
or Kathy Bates in Misery.
Incredible.
Heard about
She-
that.
Terrorizing.
Or what's the other one? The sexy ass one. Sharon Stone.
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
And then
She's
also,
not even a villain though. She's just too cool.
She's just too
I mean, she
I know.
is. a
Same
villain, but, like,
era, Glenn Close and Fatal
Oh,
Attraction.
yes.
Another gal, the bad lady from Major League.
Oh yeah,
the
that's a
owner.
really
yeah,
good
you're
one.
right.
The
That's
owner.
great.
She's a real asshole.
That's
in
great.
that, and you like her.
I think
Yeah.
that's Koba from the Apes movies.
The apes. I almost
yeah.
chose Caesar, but he's like, nah.
He's a good
no,
guy.
Caesar.
He's Bill the
He's the
Butcher.
man.
Yeah,
The,
you're
the
rooting for
guy
him.
in Speed.
Oh, Dennis
Oh,
Hopper.
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper.
Dude, Dennis and in Blue Velvet too. And I
Yeah,
think Dennis
he's better
Hopper.
saying that.
he should have been on a list just because that guy had the manic intensity of a villain. Like when you look, some guys just look like villains, you know, like Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon has a little bit of that, like in Rivers Wild. William Finchner, who dies at the beginning of Dark Knight. Some guys are just like, yeah, you're a fucking bad guy. You're an asshole.
Yeah, what's
They got
what's
that
his face?
Oh,
The guy. Who,
Dorian from The Mask. That guy's great.
Yes.
Oh wow,
The guy
that guy
who,
is good.
There's always time.
Green Goblin.
Oh, Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe.
Oh,
Dafoe.
Defoe.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Doc Ock, also a good one.
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's another? Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. What's up, Stokers? I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are going on tour. We got a tour coming up this fall, September, October, November. We got dates already on the website. I'm talking North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, Nashville, Chicago, Hawaii, Las Vegas. We're coming. ChatJT.com. Get your tickets right there, baby. So, of course, brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean, because you got a dink. Yeah, you got a dick. And you got some balls under there. And you got... That was some kitchen disarray in the background, but I'm talking about the Lawnmower 4.0. This is the best in the biz, guys. This is going to get your pubes trimmed safely, neatly, and it's going to give you, you know how James Bond always just looks good in movies? Well, you want your dick to look the same way as James Bond, and the only company that can help you achieve that is Manscaped. So get on the Manscaped train now. They're fourth generation trimmers. I mean, these guys are constantly upgrading and just getting you the best ball trimming technology out there. And they also have these new Boxers 2.0 that boost confidence everywhere you are, knowing you're wearing the absolute best pack for your sack. These boxers are a game changer, and features include the Jewel Pouch, a pouch designed to cradle your boys in their own special space, lined with perforated performance fabric to keep them well ventilated. Is this heaven on earth? More like heaven on girth. So take this micro modal fabric that's buttery soft and put it on your nuts with Manscaped, and use the code GODEEP to get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Up your crotch game, because once the Boxers 2.0 touch your sack, you'll never go back. What up, Athletic Greens? This is a product I literally use every day. You guys know I love my health. I love caring about nutrition. I love getting all the necessary vitamins and minerals. And how do I do it? I freaking get a straight shot of it with my dogs at Athletic Greens. They give me a one scoop of all the vitamins and minerals you need. And just one, like, if you want to take care of your health, they want to make sure that you're getting the right nutrition. Just get Athletic Greens. It's affordable and it is easy to use. I do it every morning. I feel great. Love it. Contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything. Supports better sleep quality and recovery. Supports mental clarity and awareness. And costs you less than $3 a day. The wisest investment you'll make. So join right now. Join the Athletic Greens train right now. It's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look at for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/go-deep. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/go-deep to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Oh, wait, Aaron has a mic? Okay.
I'm gonna lead off with some honorable mentions. I mean, thank God somebody mentioned Bodhi. Talk about the most likable villain maybe in movie history. Would have loved to see it on your list, but hey, we had some bangers out there. No doubt about it. I creamed a lot over here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, do you need a
watch your
towel?
step as you walk past me.
Yeah.
We missed one big. It's hitting me now. Mike Myers from Halloween.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
any of those horror. I mean, any of the horror guys.
Horror.
Pinhead, like you mentioned earlier.
Oh, that's his name. Oh.
You mentioned the xenomorph,
You
but
gotta say that.
one of the more sniveling dudes in history is Paul Reiser in Aliens. Burke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
great villain. The
Yeah.
human side of it.
Yeah, he's like corporate. Or you could even do Ian Holm in the first one. The cyborg. You got the Kurgan from Highlander. was left out.
Great bad guy.
Yeah.
What's that? That's the
Clancy
dude from
Brown.
yeah, who's in Shawshank
Yeah,
too.
he's
He's a
the-
creepy looking dude.
Yeah.
Does a lot of voice work on the
Yeah, he's on
Star
SpongeBob.
Wars shows. Yeah, plays a bad guy like 8 different times.
He's SpongeBob's boss too.
Nice.
The Krusty Krab. Travis Bickle.
Nice protagonist
Oh.
bad guy. I do like that.
Yeah.
That's like Clockwork Orange dude too.
Alex, yeah.
Oh, that's a good call.
You got Cyrus the Virus, Castor Troy, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Montana, also.
Nice.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, we didn't do a
Oh,
protagonist bad.
Jack Nicholson departed. Did we say that?
No.
You know what? I thought he was too.
Francis.
I thought he was too much of a fucking like. He did too much coke, and when he had the dildo in the movie theater, I was like, I'm no longer afraid of you.
I like Ray Winstone as a henchman in that. Was very good though.
Oh,
Departed.
yeah.
This one's just from my top 10 movies of all time. Henry Fonda as Frank in Once Upon a Time in the West.
Oh, nice.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. In terms of animals, the raptors in Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Oh.
But in terms
So
of-
bastardized in later versions.
But
so.
in terms of the human animals in that movie, Wayne Knight is Nedry.
Oh,
He
great
really
bad guy.
kicks the whole thing off. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did Agent Smith, Kaiser Sose, the Warden in Shawshank, Sergeant Barnes. Thank you for someone saying that. Damien from The Omen.
Nice. A little
Terrifying.
kid. A
Yeah.
little
We
kid.
we saw that in
baddie.
fucking Ocean Ranch. Remember that?
Yeah, we saw the new one
Yeah.
with Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
Aforementioned Liev Schreiber.
Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mhm.
Competing archaeologist. Really kind of fucking up Indy's dad.
Yeah, he's just such an Indy could just kick his ass so easily,
But he never does.
What about the blondie
Kinda
from
like
Last Crusade?
Yeah,
though?
That's
dude,
the
that
thing,
that
dude.
sexually awakened me,
ooh,
bro.
She had some
Sexually
she had some shit
awakened.
going on
It was
there.
either that or Xenia for me, and I went Xenia.
Zenny, good call, bro. Good call.
Horny.
And in the video game, the AR-33.
Shredder. From
Oh, fucking dude.
Very good bad
That's a
guy.
fun one.
Fucking dude.
Salazzo from The Godfather. He kicks that whole thing
I
off.
thought about Godfather, but also kind of too likable, all those guys.
Amadeus
Not Salazzo. I mean, Salazzo.
or
the guy
S-
who tries to kill.
Okay, good call. I need to real- I need-
Salieri from Amadeus.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got Colonel Tabington.
What's
Simon
Moriarty from
Gruber, we
again?
mentioned.
More
yeah,
as
we
Sherlock.
talked about him.
Okay, good. Sherlock Moriarty.
Yeah. We talked about Simon Gruber from Die Hard 3.
Mm.
Patrick Bateman, another protagonist.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
From
The protagonist,
American
yeah.
Psycho.
Too cool.
And then I got all your
Yeah.
guys' picks.
My brother had a great one. Chris, you want to say yours? That was the last honorable mention.
Because I was pointing at I got chubby fingers, so I didn't know if you were talking about.
You got great fingers.
You have those fingers, dude.
The nicest fingers I've ever seen. That one.
Ernie?
Yeah.
Ernie McCracken from Kingpin.
Dude.
Bill
From-
Murray.
from where? From what?
Yeah,
Big Earn.
from Kingpin. Bill
Ah.
Murray's character.
Yeah.
Big Earn.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
right, right.
Dude, the commercial. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and Big Earn's already there, and it's all these attractive moms. It's amazing.
And Shooter McGavin.
Oh,
dude.
dude.
I also
Babe.
had Bradley Cooper from Wedding Crashers.
Yes,
Dude,
oh my
very
There's a
good.
lot of
God.
good comedy. Judge Smales from Caddyshack is hilarious. There's a lot of good comedy ones, but it's just
He's so
it's
good in
tough.
Office
Yeah.
Space. What's his name?
Oh, Lumberg.
Lumberg. Bill
Oh, hell,
Lumberg.
Lumberg fucked her.
The way he falls apart.
It's amazing.
And when he's talking to Aniston in the car, he's like, he's the personification of evil. And she's like, that's a little intense.
Dude, can you imagine being at a party? Make sure you wear rubber, dude. What does that mean? Lumberg fucked her.
The casting in that, the guy that says that at the party is so funny.
He's so
bleached
good.
hair.
Make sure you wear rubber, dude.
The O-Face guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Guys, in terms of your lists, I mean, just amazing. Let me go back over them real quick. Strider, first pick, Hans Landa. Right out of the gate, should be a number one. Number one overall, amazing. John Doe from 7, HAL 9000 from 2001.
It's a
Space
good
Odyssey,
list.
Freddy Krueger, Sid from Toy Story.
It's a great list.
Wow.
Wow. Then we got JT, Anton Chigurh. Great.
Yeah.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Then
Iconic.
we take some turns. Billy Zane.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's an amazing
He's
pick.
grounded. He's grounding.
I love that pick.
He would have been available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was going to lose him.
No one was thinking of
Dude, no, I was gonna take
Chad
his
was
ass.
going to take him.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Richard Gere in Eternal Affairs and Edward Norton in Primal Fear. Then we got Chad, Do you want to say just the Joker or Heath Ledger specifically as the Joker? Because
Do I have to pick?
Be
I
smart.
think you got
Say
it.
the Joker
I think you
as
should
character.
pick. That
I'd
feels
say
like
Heath
there's
Ledger.
been 9
Yeah.
iterations of
Yeah.
the character.
I don't-
like,
yeah.
But that's
I'd
what
say-
makes you so genius.
I
No, you
I'd
gotta
say
pick
Heath
one. You gotta pick
Ledger's
you lose
Joker.
no points.
That
for
is the best
picking
pick,
Heath
though.
Ledger, so.
Heath
That is the
Ledger's
best
Joker.
if anything, you're going to lose points by taking all of them.
Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah, Jared Leto's Joker.
Mark Hamill's.
Yeah.
That's not a movie. Although
This is good.
so Heath Ledger's Joker 1, Commodus 2, Regina George from Mean Girls
Ooh,
3,
nice.
Alonzo Harris from Training Day
What-
4, and Candy in Django.
It's a great list.
Good list.
Good, but I don't know if the value's all there. I'm just saying.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Look, I gotta be political now. This is judgment time.
Candy at 5 is good value.
Yeah, that's true. It's huge.
But like you said, I think I've always thought since I saw the movie the first time that Samuel L. Jackson is actually acting his ass off in that movie.
I think it's one of the best performances of all time.
His. for
Yeah,
sure,
I think yeah. Period. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, this is like on another level.
Yeah. And then Chris won with Hannibal Lecter, which I hadn't even thought of, which is crazy because I love that movie.
Huge.
You could also have to specify a guess, but everyone knows you mean
Sounds of the Lambs for sure.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
And Anthony Hopkins. I mean, Brian Cox played him.
Brian Cox is good in it, but it's Anthony Hopkins made.
Yeah.
And Manhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the guy who just died played him in Hannibal Rising, the French actor. Darth Vader 2. Darth Vader going 2. I mean, that's what a list. Dr. Evil, the Xenomorph and Aliens, and Famke Janssen in Goldeneye. Just
Amazing.
amazing list for all of you. Great job, everybody.
Thank you.
I didn't think it was possible, but we have a three-peat, guys. Chris wins again.
No, dude. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be Strider.
Strider,
Bang!
Strider is number 2.
Wait, why is it? What's the distinction?
Because you
Okay,
suck.
get the mic. Get
dude.
the mic if you're gonna be spitting.
Yeah. Wait, what's the distinction here? I thought I was locked in.
I mean, it's an amazing. Like, it could be a 1A, 1B. I mean, it's that good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm taking very little away from you. I just think Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader, as your 1-2,
It's Vader in the 2 slot, isn't it?
and then you get Dr. Evil just for fun. Like, you don't really have a. You don't really have
You like the versatility of my brother's list.
What's the 4th pick?
his 4th, the Xenomorph from Aliens, which
It's huge.
I'm sad,
That's like
but I knew I
aiming-
was gonna lose.
that's
But I can
aiming at
feel
me.
Chad's sadness right now.
I'm good. I'm more stewing from the shit talk.
Sorry, I gotta get
Yeah, this guy-
judgment time.
It's
a window.
It's unnecessary.
Your list is incredible. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Right.
HAL 9000
Are we at
is
a
an
point
inspired
now
pick.
where we can call into question the subjectivity of the judge? Aaron, are you and my brother just very simpatico in your worldview?
It's entirely possible.
Fair. That's a very fair,
Certainly
even
in
killed
terms of-
response. Zero defensive-ness. You handled that beautifully, my friend. Yeah.
When the first time I met Chris, I was like, "This is why JT and I get along," because I'm like kind of like Chris.
Oh, there we go.
So
Let's go. That's very sweet.
I think for number, God, man, Anton Chigurh going 1, Joker. I think I'm gonna go Chad 3.
Yeah,
JT
that's
4.
right.
Even though I love JT's 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah, I went.
You took a Sean Penn, and I admire.
My
it.
last 3 picks were all Sean
I
Penners.
admire it.
I had to do it.
They're beautiful though.
Yeah. If anyone wants a picture of my psychology in terms of the evil side,
Exactly. It's like that's not all the picks on my list are mine. Like all of JT's picks are his. You
yeah,
know?
that's my personality. Yeah. All right, that was a fun one, man.
That was really fun.
That was crazy. The movie ones are.
Villain might be my favorite one so far.
I think so.
Yeah, villains are so fun. If you were to go heroes, it's not as fun.
No, because there's real psychological specificity in the villains.
Yeah,
There's something weird about each of them that appeals. Dudes, that was crazy. All right, should we answer some cues?
Let's do it.
All right.
That was amazing.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I don't need to do political moves.
We left out Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now.
Great villain.
Yep. He's amazing.
They had to shoot him in a low light because Brando got so fat. Also, bad guy from Ferris Bueller, the principal.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I love that actor.
All-time grill for a villain. All right, we got some great cues this week, guys. What up, bros? I just started training with someone I haven't seen in a while, and this dude is a beast. He needs almost no recovery and is smashing his PRs weekly. When I asked him how I can recover quicker and keep up, he suggested a vegan diet. How is this dude getting enough protein in? Part of me is jealous that he's crushing me, but I've also never seen improvement this fast in their 30s. How can I ask him if he's natty or not? He puts off some intense energy, so I've been hesitant to ask. Thanks, legends.
All right. Try to go ahead, please.
Me? No. Do you have something?
Out of the gates, this is compare and despair, bro. Don't worry about your bro's gains. I'm happy that you're asking for someone who's making gains advice, but the fact that you said, I'm wondering if he's natty or not, don't worry about your guy. Just go to the gym, let it be your zen, let it be where you get in there and make gains on your own, bro. And then maybe, I don't know what your diet is, but that's going to be an impact. What you put into your machine is going to directly affect your output, aka in the gym. So don't worry about it, what he's doing in the gym. Just be your best you and gradually make your increments, bro.
And look, I love More Plates, More Dates, who basically exposes celebrities for doing roids. But I will say in my personal life, I've known a lot of dudes who just were jacked specimens and put on muscle easily and could gain muscle or gain strength at a speed that was hard to believe, but it was completely natural. It was their stock that they were born with, and then also the hard work that they put in. So I wouldn't be quick to question someone on that front. I would first just be inspired by what they're able to do and let that push you to hit bigger numbers. Yeah. But, and then in terms of asking them, I don't even actually think it's kind of a compliment, Like I talked about it a lot. The time I beat up Dad, and then he sent that email and was like, JT, I think you're on roids. I took that as immense flattery because I was like, yeah, you would think that the way I rocked your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
The way I chucked you was powerful.
He needed to send that email so he could control the narrative.
Exactly. And I felt him being like, hey, you're on roids. And I was like, hey, or you could be a man about it and say that,
you got fucking pinned.
Your hand speed's diminished and your base isn't as strong as it used to be. And maybe me, the young bull, is ready to take it to you just off regular steak and brown rice. But yeah, you can ask him. I don't think it'll be offensive.
Yeah, you can also do it in a playful way. And also to your earlier question about how, I don't know, maybe there's vegan protein powder.
Pea protein, you got all sorts of.
Is that a thing?
I think any diet can work. Look, everybody's different. I think we all come from different places. We all got different biology. I think
genetics is a huge part of it, always.
And remember when Trevor called me out for when I actually was doing steroids, and Trevor was like the one who knew?
He just kept looking at your arms and go, what are you on steroids? What is this?
And honestly, dude, what blows...
I mean, you would just look at each other and be like...
Your endurance, dude. Endurance, steroids can't help with that. But like, guys will put on more plates. But dude, if you can keep going for a while, and also with boning, that's tight too. But your cardio, just keep working on your cardio, dog. You know what I'm saying, dude?
For boning, though, it's also cool if you can power clean your partner.
I mean, that'll get you there. Mm-hmm. That'll get you in the room. But what's really going to be a wow factor and getting you in the room for the second time, it's going to be your endurance.
If you can hoist her into a power bomb position with like minimal effort,
100%,
it's a showstopper.
100%. If you can Boston Tea crab her, but in like a loving way,
dude, what's that?
That's going to be nice, dude. What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
That's going to be where your dong is up by the top tip of her dome, and you're down by her dome. Basically, it's like a loving 69.
Oh, standing 69?
No, it's on the ground. Oh. It's a pin move. It's a finishing
It's
move.
a submission. It's in the sharpshooter kind of position.
Yeah, it's a finishing move.
Your dong's got to be at a 45-degree trajectory at that point.
Correct.
So you better be rocked.
You better be fucking rock solid.
You know what's good for the standing wheelbarrow is farmer carry.
Farmer carry is a great move.
You're holding them up, and then you're just going to town. You gotta hold them up for a while.
I've been lost for 2 straight minutes. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're talking about
standing wheelbarrow.
I guess I don't have as good as sex as you.
No, you're a Mish guy. You're like me. It's kisses and eye contact. That's what gets us over the top.
I go standing wheelbarrow just straight off the bat.
I guess it's something to.
You didn't watch Monday Night Raw
towards,
to aspire to.
Yeah, well,
because what do you do now that you've done? Now that you do that. You've been doing that. What's next?
We watch Home Improvement.
Hey, man, did you watch HGTV together? Let's go.
Dude, yeah.
You make a good plan together. Hello.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're planning a trip coming up? Nutting. Thank you.
It is so fun.
It's the best, dude. Oh, we're going to visit your parents? Yeah, I'm there.
Dude, when you cream after a wheelbarrow, right into the bucket.
still lost, but this is interesting.
So am I, dude.
Morning wood woes. Greetings, sorcerers of Stoke and any esteemed guests. Freaking what up? I come to you in dire need of counsel as I am currently facing a morning wood conundrum. I am a freshman in college and so far I've been having a friggin' dank time. Cali is tight and I've been doing well with the babes. Unfortunately, this consistent stokage has led to an uptick in morning wood. You may be thinking, how could this be a problem? Morning wood is legit. However, every morning I have to get up and go to class at 8 a.m. while my roommate, whose bed faces mine, chills in his bed wide awake. This has meant that often my morning wood is preventing me from going to class because I can't get out of bed without constantly flexing my tiny bricked up hogs. Consequently, my attendance is fucked and I'm not doing as well in class. To further complement this quandary, my roommate is an active homosexual who is smitten for me. So basically, it's a shit show.
Whoa.
On one hand, I feel like morning wood is a God-given right, one of his great gifts, and it's what I was born for, but it's also friggin' with my GPA, and that ain't chill. Dude, I'll tell you what's friggin' with your GPA. It's you being all in your head, screenwriting stupid shit, dude.
Yeah.
Your roommate, even if he wants to bone you, that's nice and flattering. The guy knows how to handle someone with wood. Just pop out of bed and be like, oh, dude, look, I got a boner again. That's crazy. And then go to class.
Yeah.
The fact that this is preventing you from going to class.
Yeah, it just shouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
just throw on some jeans quickly. You know, it's the best you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And just once you walk a certain amount, by the time you're out the door, it's gonna be going down.
Dude, pitch either that, pitch a tent, or flip into your waistband.
And dude,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I sleep in my jeans 3 out of 7 nights. Sleep in your jeans. It's not uncomfortable. It's actually kind of cozy. And then when you wake up in the morning, you Texas belt buckle in, you get out of bed and you handle your business, dude.
And I don't know, find some time to whack off.
Face.
You know, make some time for you so that like you shouldn't be waking.
And you know what, dude? We
Shouldn't be waking up every day with like a
And dude-
rock hard one that doesn't go
and we were
down.
all freaking stoked for this dude until he mentioned that his roommate was
Yeah.
homosexual. And then
Yeah.
like you put us in a spot to chastise you for the extra information that you should just be more enlightened to handle, all right? You're fine, bro. All right.
Gross lack of maturity there, dude. What do you think your roommate? Oh, dude, you popped out of bed with a boner? Let me go suck it. Shut up.
And
dude,
even if
you
he is
moron,
into it,
you moron.
even if he is into it, what's gonna happen next? Like the fucking dude, even if he did make a pass, you just go, hey, bro. You smile, you say, it's not for me, but I appreciate the attention, and you move on.
Yeah, it's
dude.
also like
You move
7:50
on.
in the morning for him too. You know?
Dude,
You're not
I gotta say it. I bet his boner doesn't even rage as hard as he says.
Yeah, you're like half chub, I bet.
Yeah,
dude.
I bet you got a little tweener there, bro.
yeah.
You're
Look,
you're freaking tween.
it's-
Yeah.
yeah.
What else is keeping this guy from class if boners are?
Yeah, his
You know?
tweener.
Like that's like
This whole thing sounds
Also,
made
why is it
up.
affecting
Yeah.
your GPA? Isn't every class podcasted at this point? Just fucking watch the podcast, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, all right,
The
Jeffrey
fuck you
Tubin.
talking about? Go
Yeah.
jack off in the shower like we all did.
Can you imagine
And
if
then
your
fucking watch
if your son was like, Dad, you're like, hey, why'd you get bad grades
Yeah.
at Penn State this semester? And he's like, my roommate's gay and I can't get out of bed with a boner. I'd slap my kid. And
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
like, be a man, dude. Like, get out of bed with a boner and walk proudly to class and just, you know, destroy that essay. That's it. No excuses.
I'd right angle his dick.
yeah.
Break his boner. I'd say, no, you don't have a
Yeah.
problem.
I'd grab and just and be like, now you
Yeah.
can pee around hallways, dickwad.
Put a heavy kink in that cock, dude.
Bro shirt dilemma. What up, friends? I need some sage advice on how I should proceed with this situation. So last week, the fellas and I went on a spring break trip and I was sporting my favorite party shirt. It's super dope button down tee, the flowy short sleeve type, Tony Soprano style. Anyways, the boys were giving positive feedback and saying the shirt was dope, which got me fired up. And one of my friends even asked where I got it. And I told him without any thought. Well, he got the exact same shirt as me the week after we got back. And my other friend sent me a pic of him wearing it the very next weekend out at a bar. Normally something like this would have little to no effect on me, but for some reason this feels like betrayal. Me and this particular cat have quite a bit of beefs in the past. So maybe this was just adding fuel to the fire. And I know this is a relatively unimportant problem to have, but I feel like I got to mark my territory. Should I address this shirt dilemma head on with him or leave it be and continue to rock the shirt whenever I feel like it? I actually think this is legit beef.
Wait, so the guy wore the same outfit?
He had like a fire new outfit that he was fired up on, and then this other dude copped it and is now rocking it, making him seem like
Look, it's only a problem because the other guy looks better in it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, dude.
No, bro.
I think it's
if the other guy
offensive.
didn't look better, Come on, dude.
I think it's legit beef. I think, I don't know how you handle it. I just would make remarks to
Right,
you.
because it sounds like they're not in the same. They're no longer. Are they running in the same circles right now? Because it almost sounded like they were together and now they're separated. If he's getting pictures of it from his friends, you know, if they're in like different areas.
I'm assuming they're going to
like
be in the
zip
same
codes.
turf. And I think
Right.
a call out is warranted. I think it's not going to mushroom into anything bigger. You just
Right.
you go, hey, nice shirt, dude. Wonder where you got the idea for that.
Yeah,
You're copping my look, dude. How about, dude, always a good place to attack someone is on originality.
yeah.
That stings deep.
Just make sure you don't have like any wavering in your voice where you seem upset about it. Like
right.
be very casual about it, because if you're like, yeah, nice shirt, man, it's like you're gonna look like,
Wounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't look like that. You gotta.
I thought of a villain we forgot, and it applies to the situation. A villain we forgot that applies to the situation: single white female.
Oh, Jennifer
yeah.
Jason Lee?
Yeah. Dude, he's
Nice.
doing that to you, so be careful.
It's weird. Strider, you disagree.
I'm not quite as worried about it. I'm like, look, dude, flattery is the highest, or impression is the
But
highest form of
tap-
flattery.
To counter, tap into your younger self, your 19-year-old Strider.
If it was my little brother,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be pissed.
Yeah, or if you're in college and Joel started rocking the same look as you,
I'd be, yeah.
I think that would. I think I would have got a call.
But here's the
about
thing:
that.
this guy told him where it was from. He controlled it. The guy asked him,
Yeah, but it's
and
also
he told
like
him.
it's
Fool
also
me
like,
once, fool me twice scenario, bro.
So
You
it's like,
learned.
where's that shirt from? And somebody's like, wherever. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm gonna go there and buy it. It's just like,
Yeah, it does.
no, it
That's
doesn't.
exactly what
What?
it means.
People,
Why would I ask someone where their shirt's from?
If I would have bought the same shirt as you when we were working at Nordstrom's and you were rocking this shit in that, you would have lit me up.
Dude, we've stolen each other's
our-
outfits
our
many
friends-
times.
That's different. Stealing's different.
We've stolen each
Stealing's
other's
yeah,
outfits
that's
many
different, 'cause
times.
then they don't
Totally
have it.
different thing. Stealing's different.
What I think it is, and here's what irks me about it, because I don't totally disagree with you guys, but what irks me about it, and this is me hypothesizing, I feel like the guy who asked about the shirt, this is totally me creating narratives, is like a nice guy and maybe more of a beta, and I feel like all their friends bully him, and he just liked the shirt. I know this is like a. I did this another time. I did this another time. Exactly. I did this another time where I was
and
like,
he's in a wheelchair, and his
Exactly,
mom's on
exactly.
dialysis,
Look, all right,
and his
all
dad
right.
just lost his
Dude,
job.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's a tremendous amount of empathy on your part.
that's
and
what I mean.
appreciate that.
But I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
creating all of this, but I'm
Right.
also at the same time, I'm like, just be mature. The guy's wearing the
No,
fucking
but
outfit.
then we can-
If he wears it to dinner on the same night, then we're talking. But if someone sent
But
you
dude, when
something
you-
because his friends are sending it, oh, look what he's wearing. Oh, look what he's wearing. I'm like, all you need to shut the fuck up, dude.
Then we'll add a
No,
they all need
caveat.
to shut
We'll
the
add a
fuck up.
caveat.
This is like-
If this guy is like super pathetic, just leave it. But if he's
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's a regular
Dude, if he needs
or
this,
cool,
bro, does he need
up
it?
to cool, then like just casually give him a little bit of shit for it, and that's like because
Yeah.
the thing is he
Here's
can,
the thing,
or
if
he
he
can
gets-
call
if
him
you-
out without
if you-
making it a big deal.
If you loved a song and it was your song,
Okay, I discovered the band.
yeah, let's say
Yeah.
it's a Marshall Tucker band, Can't You See? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
your song, and
Yeah, I
you
love it.
discovered it. And then you find out 2 weeks later, Ferraro played that song for Amy Wallace.
Yeah. So if I'm at that station in my life, I'm mad and I'm upset. But we're trying to tell these stokers to be better. And now that I've matured,
no,
now that I've matured,
come on.
I would say the right decision is I'd go, look, it's okay to feel those feelings. I've felt those feelings. That's fucked up. But guess what? You had a positive impact on your bro, dude. And that's tough.
There's something about him learning the lesson of give credit where credit's due.
That's true.
And
But
you
I mean,
have to
he's
have
not
the
going to
cap-
tell it to Amy.
he
What's he
has
going to
to-
do? Hey, by the way, Amy, before we hook up tonight,
No, you
Well,
don't tell
exactly.
Amy, of course.
No,
but
you don't tell-
Go,
but-
you go to Ferraro and you go, "Hey, man, you're making inroads on my
I
discoveries."
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. A one-on-one conversation with the dude that has the outfit after the outfit. That's a great. I
what
love
we're
that. That's a
saying.
good call.
I'm saying
have
he
that
can
talk
do-
with him. Call him out.
I think it's
But
almost-
call him out one-on-one. Don't be presentable
I
about
think-
it.
I
No,
think-
I'm not
don't do
saying
it in front of the
humiliate him.
boys.
Don't humiliate him in front of the crew.
I wasn't
I
even
love
saying.
that.
But sometimes you need the crew to give it the.
I think it almost makes it feel
The
boring.
follow-through.
Sometimes you do it. If he doesn't listen
do
the
it
first
one-on-one,
time,
that's a
to
good
pull him
point.
off to the side and be like, "Hey, man, I saw you." Be like, "Why are you like this? Is weird." Whereas like you can do it casually in front of the group, where it's like a little bit of
No.
little bit of like check yourself, but then it moves on.
I always
but if you
lead
pull it off to
one-on-one.
the side, it's like, "Hey, man, I really need to talk to you about something." Like you bought that, like that's making a huge deal out of it.
this guy wrote an email. He's obviously making a huge deal. He's a young guy. That's who we're
But see,
dealing
now-
with.
so-
That's who we're dealing with. if we're immature, if we're being mature about it, we're not even worrying. But look, he's younger about it. I would say lead with one-on-one. Go, bro. A lot of, like, I mean, it's all ridiculous. A lot of guys sent me DMs of you wearing my shirt.
I think my brother is right that actually doing it in a group though takes some of the
doesn't it-
stakes out of it.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it leads with humility.
Like if you just go, "Hey, nice shirt, dude. I recognize it," and then it's like a little chuckle, and then you move on. Like where it's just a little like, "Hey, I see you. I know what you did.
Like, okay,
I didn't
I feel
appreciate
you.
it, but
I
we
feel
can
you.
move
But you're
on."
trusting the group. You're trusting the group.
When I
Well, yeah, what are they
'Cause
gonna
he
all
could
do?
get
Beat the
hammered.
shit out of the guy?
Well, he could get hammered. Yeah, he could.
when Andrew was gonna
not
wear
beat up, like physically, but he could get like fucking.
No, I think they'll kill him.
when Andrew was gonna wear leather pants and a purple deep cut V neck
you needed to do
Swallows
that. He had so many transgressions against him.
to
you
a
needed
to a
do it.
cowboy setting, and I had to say that in front of the group, right?
You 100% had to. But here's the thing.
But wouldn't that
It's group
isn't that too
consciousness.
mean? Isn't that like it's too much? Shouldn't he have pulled him off to the side and
like
done
I
it
said,
one on one?
like I led with,
And then Andrew would have been crying if it happened one on one.
like I led with, I'm creating a narrative here for this guy, and that's a narrative that I do buy into. So if this is
Yeah,
something,
you think this kid's like
if
radio?
this is something where this, yeah, exactly. This kid ain't radio. If this kid's more Johnson than radio, then yeah, hammer him. But we got to find a middle ground here. Chad, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it depends on who the guy is. I think if he's a nerd, I think if he's a dweeb.
But isn't he a nerd? Who's gonna buy a shirt
I don't
that their
think-
friend
I don't-
gets?
you know what?
Hey, dude, where'd you get your shirt?
You know what? I have
Yeah.
enough faith in the guy who wrote this email that I don't think he would have written this email if it was about a nerd. I think if it was about
I like
someone
that. I
who
like
was an
that.
underdog, I think this guy would have had the requisite empathy to understand that that's just the kind of person who does this sort of thing. I think he's writing about someone who
How do
he
you spell
considers
dank?
his equal.
How do you spell dank? Can I see that?
No,
Yeah.
and just
That,
going.
that will judge it. How do you spell
I'm creating
dank
a
in the
narrative
beginning?
around what this guy, what his home life was like, and he was raised by good people, you know, who
Chris,
taught him.
this is what I do. Chris, this is what
who
humans
really
do.
raised him the right way, and they taught him, you know, like always never punch down. you
He-
know?
he
You're
never
not
said-
that kind
he
of
never
guy.
He's
said-
First Baptist.
He never said dank. He said super dope.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
think
okay,
I think
okay.
he should add another piece to this set. You know, add a vest in there. See if the guy comes in with a vest
Right.
too. And then
And
you're like,
just
bro.
see how far he would go.
Yeah.
Right. That's smart.
You know what? Keep wearing the outfit as much as you can, and see if the guy wears it at the same time as you, and he shows up, and you're like, "What the fuck you doing, dude?"
And keep adding
It's my
pieces
outfit.
to it. And then
Yeah, keep adding pieces.
get more information.
Yeah, throw a cowboy hat in there.
I think that's the right advice.
You
I
know,
think
right.
if we
Yeah.
tell this guy, dude, add more pieces to it. And if he still follows you on the second and third, we have confirmation that he is radio.
Hammer him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
don't hammer him because he's
Yeah.
on the spectrum here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pretend to get an ear piercing, but it's not real, and then see if he actually gets one.
Yeah.
And then you just like be like, well, now you have that piercing. You're
Yeah.
an idiot.
Dude, good call.
Mine
Get
was
a henna
fake.
tattoo.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Dude, yeah,
appreciate
or-
that you expanded it into a real deep dive into
I try to.
into
But-
the reality of the people involved.
And I think through our discourse, we came to the right thing. I think you guys are probably more right than I am, but I have to challenge here. And I think Chad, take it to the next level and see what happens. Then assess. That's a good
You
move.
know, what I think happened. I think that this other guy who wore the same outfit, I think he got daps. Someone's like, "Dude, nice fit." And he got daps, and then the guy felt totally cheap.
Sorry, his daps
Yeah.
drives me nuts.
Who's pulling more tail with it? Sorry, I said that to my dead guy's fiance. Who's pulling more tail with the outfit? We're gonna
Right.
lead
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be more appropriate and say just get more ass.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
All right, good cues.
Rock some wood with the outfit.
Yeah, pop
Yeah.
a fucking boner, dude.
Yeah, and get to class.
And let it poke out of your boxers. Undo the button to the front of your boxers and let your boner poke out, dude.
Dude, next time he wears the outfit, you should pants him.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Like
I'm
Josh
worried about my
Brolin.
roommate's gonna see my. I mean, I get it. Look. Honestly, you had us up until that thing, man. You had us.
Well,
we were
I've-
empathizing, bro.
I don't know. I think it's all sounds fun for that guy. You got a roommate who's into you. You get wood all the time.
you're
you're doing
young.
well with the ladies.
Circulation's good.
Yeah, just no excuses, man. Get your grades up. Or be okay with not getting good grades, but don't blame someone else for it.
Yeah.
Good call.
But if
Point the
that
thumb.
roommate of yours was wearing what you're wearing, or emailed us about his morning wood, copying your email about morning wood, then I'd
That's alarming. Yeah,
Chad, who's your beef of the week?
that's a great call, Aaron. You saw it from the beginning.
My first beef is this is just a current one with myself. I wasn't getting mad at you for your hot politics on the judging.
No, baby, I love you. Look. You know I'm a sick fuck when I compete. Chris knows this. Fantasy. Come on.
You know, sometimes I got to grab my ankles and just pull them back. You know what I'm saying?
No, baby, you're a beast.
I was kidding. Anyways, my beef is with websites now asking me if I want cookies and then not giving them to me. They're always like, hey, do you want to accept our cookies? I'm like, yeah, I do want your cookies. I never get cookies. I haven't gotten cookies once. And I'm like, why would you offer me a delicious pastry and then not give me cookies? And every website's doing this. And they're like, hey, do you accept the cookies? And I'm like, yeah, I accept cookies. Where the fuck are they?
I get mine all the time.
You get them?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
So, I don't know. Deal with that.
Strider.
Let's see. My beef. I've been living life pretty nice lately, dude. I've honestly, things are going pretty fucking sick.
You got a nice bulge in those shorts.
Dude, thank you. These are my golf shorts. I wear these golf shorts all the time now. It's
Yeah.
fucking fire.
Yeah, you got a nice mantle toe.
Are you serious?
I never
Dude,
heard
thank you.
that.
Fucking
And here's
just
the
made
thing.
that up.
You know
What's
what I
that?
did?
Yeah, what kind of? Is
It's
that
a
an
camel
animal?
toe, but for a man.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's your penis and balls.
I thought you meant like a manatee at first. And
No,
I was like,
I
yeah,
just-
they are fat creatures.
It just looks like a inflamed gooch.
it's a burn.
No, it's not a burn.
That's 100% a burn, dude. I'm not a fucking doctor, but that's a burn, dude.
Did you trick roast me, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You
That-
trick roast
You
me,
that's-
dude?
slow played the
That
roast,
was
dude.
That's so
uninten-
fucked up, dude.
That was an unintentional
You
roast.
took us for a walk on that one, dude. We landed in Roast Town.
Now I can't unsee it.
Dude, here's the thing. I was just in Costa Rica. Dude. Great fucking trip, dude. But and this is a little too blue. I'm sorry, but I've got a bidet at home, and I really rely on that, dude. And when I don't have my bidet, my beehole betrays me, dude. So my beehole is my beef of the week.
That's
dude.
your villain, dude. That's a top four
So
villain, right there, dude.
Dude, my beehole. I was looking to jump, dude. Let me tell you right now, dude. Word to the weary. If you see me in a pool, I'm fucking cleaning out my butt, dude. So don't go near me, dude. If you see me in a jacuzzi, a thermal river, hot spring, whatever it is, dude, don't go near me in a body of water, the creek, a brook, whatever it is. Fucking
Wait,
and just
what?
a fucking liter of water just pouring on my beehole. What I'm saying is I got hemorrhoids, and that's my beef of the week.
That's
Yeah.
real. Appreciate the share, bro. Chris, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is the new name for the Steelers Stadium. It's no longer Heinz. It's now Acrisure Stadium,
Rough.
Oh,
which is just, I'm a huge Heinz ketchup fan. And Acrisure Insurance, I don't use them. And it doesn't sound good.
sounds bad.
So yeah, that's pretty fucking lame. And I don't like it.
Well said, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Disappointing.
If you
The
ever-
names are headed in the wrong direction with these stadiums.
Yeah, crypto.com.
Yeah. Oh, dude, crypto's a
Broke.
huge scam now. Is anyone ever talking about? Everyone just gave their money away. What's going on with crypto, dude?
I never got involved. It was above my pay grade, but
I've got a crypto text thread. It's been dead for a while.
You got a crypto
We-
text thread?
Yeah, with some of my boys. I won't name their names, but we were stoked for a second.
is it
but
Valet Bros or is it?
It's our boys.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna come back.
Every
think
downswing
it-
ends in an upswing, but thread's been quiet.
Which one were you guys
Yeah,
in?
but I think
We
I think
loved XRP.
that
dude.
new technology. Everyone
that.
hates on it
You like crypto
until it blows up.
dude. My beef of the week is a story. It's we have a friend Jay Farney, and he's an editor, and he got hired to edit a documentary about a trailblazing congresswoman who was the first of her background to be elected, and she ended up ripping Jay off. Actually, she didn't pay him.
Whoa.
Really?
And so me and Jay were editing a video together. This is years ago, but I think the statute of limitations is up on it, so I can talk about it. And he was complaining about it. He's like, hey, this lady never paid me. I said, hey, give me the phone. I'm going to call her and I'm going to act like your lawyer. So we call the lady and I go, hey, is this so-and-so? Hi, I'm representation for Jay Farney. You have $4,000 in outstanding payments. We intend on pursuing legal action if payment is not made immediately. She starts going back and forth at me. Dude, I did the worst lawyer impression of history. I lost my mind halfway through and I just start going, lady, pay him him the fucking money. And Jay's like, dude, relax. And I'm like, I start making threats. I'm like, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? Dude, she didn't back down an inch. She's screaming back at me. She's like, fuck you. Do what you're gonna do. Come with it. Like, she was like straight up just toe to toe, throwing bombs back. We go at it for like 5 minutes. I hang up the phone. I'm like, and Jay's like, why the fuck did you do that? All I did was make the situation 1,000 times worse. But, noble attempt. And I appreciated the lady having that chutzpah. So that's my beef of the
Did he
week.
ever get paid?
Dude, I don't think she ever paid him for
Oh,
it. And he put in
man.
massive amounts of hours and just shot a bunch of
It's
like
fucked up.
Fuck,
BS.
dude.
Happens too often, dude. But when I was supposed to be cool and calculated, I was...
Yeah, but I like that, dude. I like that you got fiery.
It was fun, but I just remember Jay was sitting across from me, and I just remember his face looking defeated. And I gave him the hand, like, dude, don't worry, I got this. When I was mid scream at this stranger woman I never met. All right, Chad, who's your babe of the week?
Are we doing Babe and Legend?
You want to do both, or how you want to do it? Yeah,
Uh,
maybe let's just kick it together. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, kicking it together. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Which one do I prefer? I gotta go with the NASA Webb Telescope. And if you guys have seen these new images, it's
Very
basically
cool.
replacing the Hubble.
Wow.
These high def images, like the clearest images of the universe that we've gotten so far, and they're amazing. And the one that they came out with, the first one, was like basically the amount of sky it was as if you're holding a grain of sand at arm's length, and it's this full photo full of hundreds of galaxies. It's insane. And you're like, that's that much of the sky. That's that much of the universe. And they got galaxies like, doing a gravitational dance. There's like 4 of them around each other. I'm very excited for what's to come with it. It's like I think it's really groundbreaking stuff. So excited to see what we've got in the universe. It also
That's
blows
rad.
my mind. My
Yeah.
legend was NRBs, no reason boners.
The best.
And I got a reason boner after seeing that photo.
Hell yeah.
What is it appeals to you so much about the?
The galaxy, the
Mhm.
universe. Oh, the mystery.
Yeah.
What's out there? What's going on? You see a galaxy? I mean, we're but a tiny speck in our galaxy. Like, not even, we're like this, or nothing. And there's trillions of galaxies.
And it's
What's
freeing.
going on?
When you hear that arm's length speck of sand, and then I'm worrying about, some issue I have in my life that's trivial,
Yeah.
immediately puts it in perspective.
Yeah.
It's like, baby, let's just have some fun. Let's just be fucking chill, dude.
Yeah.
And the pictures themselves are like, it's like, whoa, that's
It's-
cool. That looks cool.
They're
It's
magical.
colorful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes
There's
me-
cool designs.
Do you know how bad I want to do shrooms with you when I
Yeah.
fucking hear something
And then
like
we'll
that?
just when they drop the next patch of photos, dude. Let's just
Dude,
Let's do
it's
it.
mind blowing.
Dude, I watched the Voyager documentary.
Yeah.
Carl Sagan's in it. Scientists are the best.
Yeah.
The enthusiasm that they have for the projects that they're working on is
Yeah.
like they have this immense intellect, but they're childlike.
Yeah.
Like they're just so excited by the discoveries at every step of the way. And like you'll hear someone talking about like seeing one of the moons off of like Saturn, and the joy and meaning that they find in it is
Yeah.
like so contagious. You're just like, oh, these people are the fucking best, dude. They just like love this shit. But it did make me think. I have a hot take here. I don't think there's aliens.
Well,
200 million
There's
stars,
guaranteed
200 million
aliens.
galaxies. I dude, it's just you and me, asshole. That's it. That's it, dude. It's just us little fucking idiots on this planet, and we are the only ones. And I think we like to think there's other things out there because maybe somebody's got the answers. I promise you, no one does. It's
everything
just
else
us.
out there's ice cubes. It's fucking done.
It's-
Rocks and ice cubes.
It's just it's hard to believe, but we are the smartest things in the universe. All of us fucking idiots right here. And that's it.
Jeff Bezos is the supreme being of everything.
He's the best the universe has to offer.
in the world.
Yeah,
He's been
exactly.
divorced. Dude probably can't even bone that good. He's the best.
I don't believe there's another Jeff Bezos out there. I
He
think
does
we
arms.
got the only
Though. He
one.
does arms.
Yeah, he does.
He does arms. Dude, my freaking legend and baby of the week's got to be my dank ass fiance, dude. We were just in Costa Rica, bro. We go on this bike ride in the mountains by Rincon Volcano. It's raining. It's the rainforest. It rains, nonstop. It's raining. We're like, can we rent bikes? The guy's like, fuck yeah, bro. Pura vida, dude. And I love that phrase. And it just means like, it's all about being stoked. And we're like, look, I don't fucking bike ride, dude. Can we rent some mountain bikes? This is going to be chill. And he's like, yeah, bro, it's going to be such a sick ass ride. Don't worry. The jungle canopy will keep you from the water, but just be careful going downhill. We're like, yeah, of course I'm going to be careful going downhill. He's like, have fun, dude. So we overpay for these mountain bikes. We go on a ride, dude. It's 11 kilometers. The first, which I underestimate kilometers, I'm like, those aren't as long as miles. We're good. It's fucking long, dude. It's all uphill. So we're exhausted, dude. We get to the halfway point. We're like, holy fuck. Then, but at least that's safe because we can't go fast. Then it comes to the downhill. Huge motherfucking sign halfway through the downhill. Cuidado. Black diamond, dude. We never mountain bike in our lives. I asked the dude in the beginning, can we handle this? Gigantic thing on the middle of our path. Look out, dude. Fucking black diamond. Hairpins, switchbacks, fucking rocks, rain. Everything's wet. You're riding the brakes the whole time. You're skidding, dude. So we made a deal, dude. My dank fiance and I made a deal. We go, every little break of flat earth, let's switch who goes first because, oh my God. It just comes down to her turn where there's a fucking switchback hairpin turn through a motherfucking creek where you go, the creek can't be part of the path. It is. Dude, she fucking hits the brakes, does a good job of not going over the rails, fucking teeters, falls back, boom, rock to the chin, 2 stitches,
Ooh.
Total beast, blood popping out, dude. Oh my God. She's a legend, has to go 3 more kilometers and bike back home with fucking blood pouring out of her face. Total fucking beast, dude. Didn't let her keep her from the trip. And the irony in it all is we're like, let's go inner tubing, but let's save that for after that we were there for a wedding. Let's save that for after the wedding in case one of us gets hurt.
Smart.
So,
Dude, what?
yeah, no, we didn't go inner tubing because the rains were too heavy. They closed down the rivers.
Yeah, you're there in tropical season, right?
Yeah, they call it the green season. Yeah,
Dude, the feeling, I only know it on a snowboard, but the feeling when you look at your options to get down the mountain and they got the board up and all you see are black diamonds, the breath you have to let out when you know there's no other way down.
Yep.
It's
terrifying. It's fucking mud, trees, boulders, sticks, all switchbacks, and like lizards. And we're like, dude, iguanas. People would belittle me, like, look at that lizard. People are like, iguana, you fucking idiot. I'd be like, fuck you, dude. We both live.
They corrected you on that?
Yeah, no, not even the people that were like the locals from there. The locals are always nice.
Yeah.
There'd be some tourist who went on a tour. He's like, it's an iguana.
That's when you hit him with the, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a fucking lizard, dude. It's a big ass lizard. So that's my beef. Oh no, that's my baby legend. My dank ass fiance for being a champ.
Chris?
Mine is Reggie Hankey. He's a legend. I had some travel issues coming back to the States. I needed somebody to and he was a freaking legend, dude. He drove a couple hours to pick up my dog, round trip, totally take care of him for a night till I got back. Really appreciate it. Also saved me a lot of time. And yeah, dude, he just at the drop of a hat, he did it. And he was also coming back from the same trip, so I know he was jet lagged, but he was a total legend. And I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. He's a good friend. We hang out a lot. Super funny. And yeah, let's go.
He's a great guy. I rode over. He's got a great rower over at his place. I've been there the last 2 nights.
Well, he mentioned that. So that you guys have been hanging. Also, I saw a picture of you rowing and like you looked the form, the bod, you looked tan. It was really I meant to bring it up because you looked really sexy.
Thanks for bringing it up.
That's nice.
I had the Sly Stallone lip thing going on.
Oh, did you?
Dude, my babe / legend of the week is my dank ass girlfriend. We went to Santa Barbara for the weekend to kind of have a nice, fun, romantic travel time before she started like a new exciting gig. And after the first night, she wakes up. She's like, my neck hurts. And I was like, how'd you hurt your neck? She's like, sleeping. So I kind of made fun of her. I was like, I'm just treating her like a bro. But still, playing hurt. Me and her go down to the Funk Zone in Santa Barbara. She buys a cute blanket for her friend who missed out on a girls' trip on picking one up. We're walking down the street and we just see these little like go-kart type machines. They're 3-wheelers with the one wheel in the back.
Yeah.
And they're like little open top, like convertible looking things. And I'm like, oh, I got to do that. The guy there, super chill, doesn't give us a breakdown on how it works, doesn't make us show any kind of competency, just gives it to us. These things do 40, dude.
Nice.
I get it out on the open road. It's got like a dirt bike accelerator. You know, you just twist the right side of the steering wheel. These things cook, dude. Get it out on the open road. Guy never warns me. Once they get up to like 40, they speed wobble. They got like no. So it's like roar. She thought I was doing it on purpose. I'm like, no, this thing's just not designed well. But she's totally cool in the pocket, holding her cute dog Gigi. Not just chill. And then she's like, let's take it on the pier. And then we drove through the pier. It had a nice Bluetooth on it. And we're blasting bangers like hardcore hip hop and fun amp up rock. And me and her were just dancing, setting the tempo. And there was one of those vibes where like every stranger was waving at us and we were waving back. I felt like the mayor driving through town. And she was just getting so amped and getting everybody else amped. And I was like, this is a nice moment, dude. So I appreciated her just being so down to try something and you know, excited to get some speed in us. So that was fun.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Good
awesome.
go-kart.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week, I heard from my yoga teacher, Deanne, new teacher. It's better to journey well than to arrive.
Oh.
Wow.
That's right. Riding on my son's dick.
Strider.
Dude, Pura Vida, bro. It's fucking Costa Rican lifestyle. I love that shit.
I almost got that tattooed on myself when I lived there for like 2 months.
I'm
Where
not
were you gonna
surprised by
get
that,
it?
dude. I almost did it in 2 days.
Like on the back of my arm, like right here going down.
That's a perfect place for it, dude.
They say it a lot there, right? Pura
Dude,
vida,
they all
pura
do. Like
vida.
they like almost use it or mucho gusto. No one says de nada. Everyone says mucho gusto. But like if you do something sick or they're like, dude, Pura Vida, I'm like, Pura Vida.
Hell yeah.
Makes you feel cool.
No army in Costa Rica.
Yeah, no standing army. Apparently the Nicaraguan president's a psychopath in bed with the Ruskies. And they want to invade like the northern province. That's what we were. Guanacaste.
What?
That's what the taxi driver was saying. He's like, that's the fodder.
Did he have his Maria running? That's what they call their little money
Meter?
box on that thing.
He did. He was talkative guy. I bought him a coffee, which made him extra talkative. Yeah.
Regret it or
Yeah,
something.
big time. I had to pull over and pee, and I was like, "Do you want a drink?" He's like, "Coffee." I was like, "All right." He's like, "Con leche?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Ooh."
Chris, what's your quote of the week?
Mine's from Nick Kyrgios, the dude who was in Wimbledon. It was during the final.
Such a character.
He was, he's a bad boy of tennis. And he was complaining about a lady who kept yelling during his serves. And he was talking to the ump after a set or a game. And he's like, she's fucking drunk, dude. And the guy's like, I didn't see which one you're talking about. And this is my, the one who looks like she's had 700 drinks, bro.
Amazing. Amazing, yes. He's amazing, dude. Dude, my quote of the week ties back to my alien perspective. It's from S.S. McClure. He had a popular magazine in the late 19th century that helped jettison Theodore Roosevelt to fame and notoriety. And he's just a fucking intrepid dude who just got after it. And this is a great quote by him. There is no one left, none but all of us. Nice. Chet, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Aliens exist.
Nice, dude.
Whoa.
Could be true. Could
Yeah.
be true.
Let's see. What are my villains here? I got to do one from one of my villains.
That's a Blink-182 song.
I got to do one from
Aliens
one of my
exist?
Yeah.
fucking
Have you heard it?
villains, dude.
No, but that sounds like
It's Tom DeLonge.
that sounds like
Yeah.
Tom.
Very Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. No, getting after it. No, let's see. Maybe. This is too lame. I'm taking way too long. This is super lame. Maybe just La Crema. La Crema.
What's that from?
That's Christoph Waltz in Inglorious Bastards.
Dude, another good scene, another villain is the way they showed how Goebbels fucks.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
True piece of shit.
yeah,
Joe Pesci fucking in Casino is pretty
It's-
amazing.
yeah.
It's the grunting. Yeah. The choice.
It's so
amazing.
Choice
funny,
to
dude.
grunt like
Let's
that.
see when he gets just talking about fish with the chick, and then he just starts getting a PJ.
Yeah, he's like
In
the
the
thing
car.
about mutton is you can beat the shit out of it for hours and it doesn't get softer.
He's just talking while they're just walking through a restaurant, and then they just get into his car, and he just sits there,
He's got-
and he just won't stop talking about like fish and like serving it.
Chris, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
It's Morbin time.
Let's go.
I'll do one from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
It's my favorite line from the whole movie. It's Tim Robbins' character talking to the warden. He says, "How can you be so obtuse?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's like, "I beg your
And
pardon."
his offense that he takes to that is amazing.
It's so good.
All right, dudes.
That was a great pod.
That was fun.
Behemoth pod right
Almost
there.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Behemoth.
draft. It's a draft.
We did go 5.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
with the
excited to
boys.
see.
We're with the fucking boys. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Barstool villain draft. Got him, dude.
Yeah, give it to him, baby.
Got him.
Tell me.
Give it to him.
Not.
If you need advice, these guys are really nice. You